All right. Hey, Kuro. Hey, Lodi. How are you guys doing? So we are going to be doing some more Dynamax adventures, some more Rayquaza runs. Try to get this shiny Nope Rope. I got Fox Picks. What's Fox Picks? What do you mean? Oh, I like that emote. A little Jirachi emote. That's cool. All right, let's go ahead and connect to the internet here. The Animal Fox on my property. I got pics. Oh, you just have like a fox on your property? That's cool. So, where do you live that foxes just kind of hang out at your house? Cause like I'm used to the desert, and we ain't got no foxes here. We got like I don't even know. We ain't got much. Nothing lives in the desert. That's just how it works. Like I don't even know why people decided to live in the desert in habitate. Is it habitate? Inhabit. That's the word I'm looking for. Inhabit in the desert. The desert is awful. 3 and 1 family. So you used to have like a family of foxes outside your house. To boop the snoot of one of the foxes. You're playing with wild foxes? And yes. Oh wow. I mean, just be careful. If they're wild foxes, they may not take kindly to that. They're actually quite friendly. Well, yeah, I know a lot of animals end up being very friendly to, like, for the ones that like are used to people and like hang out around people. So I have seen that because I know when I did used to live in California, I lived in a pretty green, nice area, and the squirrels were everywhere, and they would just kind of come right up to you and get super close, and you literally could touch them. I never did because I didn't trust them, but like they would straight up get super close to you and like try to mess with you. It was crazy. Everything is scales in the desert. Yeah, pretty much. That and bugs. Hate bugs. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, but even like certain animals that are scaly, they don't hang out too much here, like as much as you would think. Like, technically, things like snakes are inhabitant to this area, but I rarely ever see snakes. I guess I should rephrase that. I've never actually seen a snake since moving here. And even when I lived in Arizona, which is another desert, I like saw 2 or 3 snakes out of like my whole lifetime of living there. So like it's actually not as crazy as people think. Like everybody thinks it's filled with scorpions and snakes and all that, but no, that's Australia. It's the best way to interact with them. All right, so we are going to go ahead and jump in here. So if y'all want to join, just let me know and I'll go ahead and make a room. Otherwise, we'll do a random run either way. Not one in sight. Yeah. No, that is the best way to interact with them. Not having them exist in front of you is the best way. Yeah, I've seen scorpions quite a bit as a kid. We used to see them a lot. So that was always scary. I hated the scorpions as a kid because, like, you just always, like, expect you'll be hanging out or something and then, like, one would get you. But I've never been stung by a scorpion, but I knew a lot of people who have been stung by scorpions. And supposedly it is extremely painful. So I'm good to join as usual. All right, well, we'll go ahead and then get a room going here. So anybody is welcome to join us here. We will start at about like a 30, 20 seconds or so remaining on the clock. Room is going to be open. Code is 8569-8569. Or you do !join if you need the code. I like and hate that scorpions will glow in the dark. Yeah, I've never actually seen that like in person, them actually glow in the dark. But yeah, that always was kind of creepy to me. Like, ugh. Yeah, I've never experienced that, thankfully. Super cool, super scary. Yeah. Hello, I was just about to get out of the bath. Hey, Scoreboy, how are you doing? Yeah, I'm not a fan of scorpions. Let me rephrase. I do love lizards, though. So, like, lizards are super cool. I specifically like bearded dragons. Bearded dragons are just so awesome. Unfortunately, they are not native to. I don't think they're native to anywhere in the U.S. I don't know where bearded dragons actually come from. Hope I'm fast enough to join. You still got like a minute and a half here, so you should be good. Now I'm curious, are all bearded dragons, are they native to something, or are they just all domesticated? Let's see. Bearded woodlands, boulders, yeah, I would think so. Can you find bearded dragons in the wild? Ah, of course. Mostly in Australia. Makes sense. Well, when a mommy bearded dragon... Shut up. Shut up, Lodi. uh, yeah, I always thought bearded dragons are cool, though. We actually have a huge reptile expo in Vegas, and apparently it's like the biggest reptile expo, or one of them, in the country. Um, and I've been really curious. I kind of want to go, even though like I'm not a big fan of like snakes, and I especially hate like spiders, like the big ass spiders, the tarantulas. I don't care about house spiders, like, you know, the little tiny ones. You know, as long as they're not obviously like a black widow or something like that, I don't care about spiders too much. Like, I think the little jumping spiders, for example, are actually adorable. So, but yeah, I love bearded dragons, love lizards. So, it looks like it's counting down here, Scoreboy. We'll just go ahead and start. You can catch us on the next one. It should be pretty quick. Let's see. Miltank? Ugh. Oh, Abomasnow is okay. Oh, Vanillish. Oh. Vanillish is like good and bad at the same time. But regardless, we're not taking it. They use Amazon Prime for the fastest delivery. Like your car's extended warranty. Yeah, I've been thinking about extending my car's warranty. No, I'm just kidding. As soon as I say that, there's going to be like an algorithm on the internet, and now I'm going to get like 1,000 calls on my phone. We definitely go to the bear tick. Oh, we have to go left. So, yeah, we got to go to the bear tick, get that bear tick. Oh, you know what? I don't think I turned on the counter. Let me make sure I have that enabled before I forget. There we go. I switch. It caused me to miss the lobby. Ah, no worries, Scoreboy. You can catch us on the next one here. Alright, let's see. I forgot that I have, like, no moves. That's a rip. I guess I'll Thunder Wave. Not much else I could do. Hopefully this, oh, it's got baby doll eyes. That's actually not bad. What else does it have, I wonder? We've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. Yeah. So hopefully this Flareon does not decide to attack you with any type of fire move, or else you will perish in a fiery burning inferno. Alright, I got the paralysis at least. What does Mega Kick do? Oh, there's a chance for Mega Kick to miss. That's kind of crap. Yeah, I'm not even sure what Flareon's moveset is, but I'm assuming it probably has some fire in there. That AI loves entrainment. Oh yeah, apparently. I like never use entrainment. What is entrainment supposed to even do again? I don't even remember. Let's see. Change the target's ability to match the user. Oh, yeah, that's right. Wow, that's dumb. That's not helpful at all. Why would you use that twice? Oh my god. Well, on a side note, what is Flareon shiny? I'm pretty sure it's pretty, like, eh. Yeah, it's just like lost its saturation. Somebody used a little filter on the Flareon. Ah, okay. So it's... Why is it entrainmenting everybody else? I'm so confused. Okay. This is fine. We'll be fine. I mean, we at least got Beartick on the way. I didn't actually see the third row if there's anything worthy. I mean, you at least have Obama so I probably will just take the Beartick. Because you're good. You're oh my god, I can't talk. Because you're good against Rayquaza. Rayquaza doesn't have any fire move to murder you. I'm gonna catch it with a Pokeball. It was on the path I was using for Ho-Oh. It didn't use a move other than entrainment. Oh. Well, maybe it'll take this Flareon, so then I can just Baby Doll Eyes. I would be fine with that. Nah, I'm fine with Miltank. Ah, dang it. It's not awful. It's got Baby Doll Eyes. It could have been somewhat useful. Alright, so definitely Beartick. We got Noctowl. I have no idea what's in the middle or the... Oh, wait, the ground is Stunfisk. What is the middle normal? I can't tell what's in the very middle. We technically could go for Stunfisk because we get an item. I mean, I guess we'll see. Maybe like if we take damage on this, then maybe we go the middle portion. It's Jigglypuff. Oh, Jigglypuff is kind of good. Maybe. We'll see how this one goes. I will, oh, of course, he's entrainmenting again. Awesome. Alright, we hit the Thunder Wave. That's good. Ooh, you should do damage. Oh, wow. Not as much as I thought. It's good if AI takes it. For the Jigglypuff, yeah, but that's why I'm like kind of like, do I want to risk the AI choosing the Jigglypuff, or do I just want to guarantee get an item? You know? So, the item is definitely more selfish to us, and I think that might be the route to go, but we'll see. We shall see. Alright. So anybody do anything fun in the last 24 hours? Should I Dynamax? Yeah, I'm cool with Dynamaxing, because I can, yeah, my Max Strike works. My AIs are awesome at DAs. Are you, how? How is that even possible? I think there's only been very, very few times that I've had AIs actually be good. Haven't had any luck with hunting today. Ah. Have you just been doing like Dynamax adventures there, Lodi? Or are you doing other shiny hunting on other stuff too? They always pick the most effective move. That and Legends of Arceus. Yeah, I haven't really played Legends of Arceus, but I know it's pretty easy to shiny hunt on there. So, I don't know. I'm gonna probably wait to see how like Scarlet and Violet end up turning out for like the shiny hunting. Because if it's like the same as Legends of Arceus and like you can actually see the shinies out in the wild, then I'll probably just I'm probably not even going to bother getting Arceus at this point. I played it for a couple hours and couldn't get anything. Do you have the shiny charm in Legends of Arceus? Beartick has a pretty lame shiny. I'm just going to catch it with a Pokeball. Nothing special. Sure do. Yeah, do you know the odds for like Legends of Arceus with the shiny charm? Because isn't it like higher than in Sword and Shield, or is it just the factor of you could physically see the shiny, and that's what makes it easier? Oh yeah, I should take this. My AI set up electric terrain. The odds I was going at was oh wow, yeah, so that's a lot better than Sword and Shield. I guess we can go the Jigglypuff route just because you are half health, so, and the Bouffalont's a little bit low. Maybe we'll get lucky and they'll actually take it. Its IQ is over 9,000. Yeah, no, not here. We just entrainment each turn. What was Jigglypuff's shiny? I can't remember if it was... Yeah, no, it's just Jigglypuff gets like green eyes. That's the main thing with the shiny. And like a slightly different pink. We definitely do not have like the coolest of shinies for this run. But at least I don't have any of the shinies, so, you know, there's that. Frost Breath, I think. Yeah, I'll Frost Breath. Oh my god. I didn't expect that much damage right away. I was kind of hoping we wouldn't kill the Jigglypuff too fast, because I want the Dynamax to try to re-land on me when we go against Rayquaza. Ah, perfect. Similar to Clefairy. Is Clefairy's eyes green? I thought it was just the tip of the ears. We will always have water absorb. You know what that entrainment would be really good for? Against Kyogre. That would be the best AI right there against Kyogre. Oh, crap, you're right. Oh, no, I messed up. Just don't attack this turn. Yep. I should have done that. Whoops. It's not like the Jigglypuff was going to kill us. Well, maybe we won't. Oh, no, that was a lot of damage. Yeah, I think I might take it out. Dang it. I didn't even think about not attacking. Oh, yeah. Or wait. I would have had to have attacked no matter what. Never mind. I didn't have a non-attack move anyway. So I probably would have killed it no matter what, unfortunately. It should be fine, though, because it'll make it so I only have to wait one turn to at least Dynamax, so that's good. Clefairy just has one small part green, same as okay, you're saying because it's green as well. I think I like Jigglypuffs slightly better than the Clefairies. Computer, okay. Whew, that was perfect. No more water absorbed for us. Oh no. I'm so sad. So we don't even have one death, do we? This is surprisingly a pretty good run. Pretty smooth run so far. Now the question is, should I Blizzard right off the bat, or should I Frost Breath? Damage-wise, Frost Breath is not drastically different, but this gives me a chance to freeze. You know what? We're gonna gamble. We're gonna go for the freeze for the Blizzard. My AIs didn't die either. Ooh, nice. We got the Blizzard. Freeze. Oh. Oh, wow. The Jigglypuff light screen. That's pretty good. Now the question is it going to light screen again so we can get a double light screen? Oh, yeah. This is easy. I mean, I don't even really need the Dynamax, but I'm going to do it anyway so we can just kind of for sure end this. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and preemptively count this one. So 141. Watch, because I preemptively counted it, it's somehow going to like wipe us right now. I jinxed it. Oh, he's trying. Nah, Brutal Swing ain't gonna do nothing. Dang. Whew, that frickin' Friend Guard and, man, this was a good run. Easy. Yeah, that was super easy. I don't even feel like we got that crazy of a team either, like compared to some of the teams we've gotten in the past, but it just happened to run so smooth. Alright, let's see if we can get our shiny Nope Rope. Nothing on your end? Aw. Alright, let's see what's inside you. Alright, I have no idea if this is shiny. Probably not, because it looks normal. Yeah, okay. Nothing on the Beartic. Nothing on the Jigglypuff. And dang, nothing. Still no shiny. Alright, well, we are going to jump into another run here. So if anybody wants to join, you are definitely more than welcome. It is !join, or the code is 85698569 here. And it is first come, first serve. And the room is open. Yeah, so lately I've been working on some of the editing stuff because I'm trying to do like make some TikToks, little clips on the TikTok and YouTube and all that stuff. So recently, yeah, been working on that, trying to get used to the whole editing process because I have not edited videos since like the early 2000s. It's so crazy to think of. So yeah, definitely trying to branch out. Hopefully can get some more content going for you guys. I do want to actually do like some reaction stuff, especially with like a lot of the new stuff coming out with like Scarlet and Violet. Let's see. So we do have about a minute and 30 seconds before we start, so if anybody wants to join, you still have a chance here. You can definitely feel free to jump in. And we got 1 minute or so before we start here, so if anybody wants to join, you still have a chance. Code is 85698569, or you can do !join there. Either way. And if you're having any trouble, just let me know in the chat, and I will, we can try to figure it out, or we can restart the room or something like that if need be. So, Scoreboy, do you, how many legendaries do you currently have shiny from Dynamax Adventure? And which ones as well? Oh, you don't have a single shiny legendary yet? Really? Dang. That actually surprises me. Well, hopefully we can get you a shiny Nope Rope then. Alright, we are going to go ahead and jump in. Hopefully we can get some Ice Mons here. Porygon is not bad. I'll take Porygon. I'll hang on to the Porygon here. Crustal's okay. Togetic is okay. Every time I see Haze in this, I'm just like, oh, it's an ice move. And then it's like, oh, wait, it's Haze. Alright, let's see what we're dealing with here. You know who we haven't seen in a while that I want? Our boy Celio. And that is a Vaporeon. Damn. Let's see. Let me know if anybody sees any ice. Left to almost pick Rock Crab. I'm not... Left has Sand Slash. Oh, is one of the steals... which one is it? Is it the middle or the right? Mommy Vaporeon, can we get it? I mean, maybe, if you really want. As long as there's nothing, like, crazy good on the top there. Then I don't really care, honestly. Oh, we got the attack boost. We don't want attack. I don't have anything super effective. Do you guys? No. Alright, I'll go ahead and Dynamax then. Let's see. Special defense lower. Hailstorm. Electric terrain. Yeah, we'll lower its speed. I mean, with Chansey, you'd want attack. Well, yeah, but, like, I don't have any physical moves is the problem. I understand your point, sir, but, we're all special attack, unfortunately, with Porygon. Oh, do I have foul play? I didn't even notice that. Huh. Well, this at least lowers speed, so... Oh my god, it does no damage. Rip. Whew, that Chansey. Oh yeah, you're right, it is physical, huh? Alright, we'll do it. It'd be rough to have download Porygon without a physical move. Yeah, I mean, I thought that he didn't have a physical move. I thought that was the whole thing. I mean, regardless, his physical stats are really bad in this anyway. So, let's see. Oh my god. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. I did not expect that damage. What the heck? I'm so confused because I thought his, like, special attack was, like, almost double. Now I want to look at my stats again, because I could have sworn, like, my special attack is almost double what my physical attack is. Oh, you screeched. Okay. God, I was, like, sitting there, I'm like, what is going on right now? Let me see. Oh. Yeah, I guess never mind. It's not that drastic. Okay. So the difference is actually almost non-existent. Forget what I said. I was thinking of somebody else. my god, it barely survived. Just die. Oh, of course, it has to attack first. Alright. I know Chansey is green. What is Blissey? Is Blissey also green? Let me check here real quick. I don't know. Blissey is lame, actually. That is so lame. How is it that the Chansey's shiny is cooler than the Blissey's shiny? That's just nuts to me. No, it's not even purple. It's just like a pale color. It's like just a pale version. That's it. Yeah, I would think it would be something like cool. Like purple would be cool, but no. That is the most subtle. Maybe the computer will take it. But yeah, I think that's like the most subtle legendary. Bruh. Alright, so Alolan is right there, and then there was Vaporeon, and then who's on the... Oh, it's Miltank on the left. Yeah, so I'm fine with Vaporeon. We get an item after the Vaporeon. That's not bad. Oh, this lets you guys gamble if you want to gamble, too. So if somebody wants to gamble. My cat smells awful. Ew. Ew. Yeah, you guys can gamble this one if you want. The computer's actually gonna gamble. Alright, let's see what the computer gets. A Dino. Okay. It's got life due, I'm pretty sure. Now, whether the computer actually, you know, does stuff, that's a different story. She must have been sitting in her litter box again. Ah. Is dry shampoo for my eyes is a lot of trouble. Yeah, I don't know that life as far as smelly cat, so Alright. Oh, what was my download? I wasn't paying attention. Was it special or was it physical? Did you guys pay attention? I don't remember if it was special or physical. I sense a shiny soon? I hope. Oh, man. We have been going a while without a shiny. I wish there was a way I could, like, tell what just, like, got buffed. I mean, I could technically go back in the VOD, but that takes too long. Well, shoot. I'll try a Thunderbolt. It can paralyze, so... Oh, yeah, you have Screech, huh? I guess I should have foul played. My bad. Max Knuckle, who... Oh no, the Adino! Hopefully this Adino can, life do for us, maybe? Yeah. You can check before selecting battle. How's that? Because I'm pretty sure it doesn't show it in the actual, like, stat summary. Can hit Y to see all the stat changes. Oh, what? Really? I didn't realize you could see the stat changes. Let me see. Oh, is that what that, like, little exclamation mark is? Oh, okay. Huh. I've never noticed that. Oh, and I can see its stats. Wow, that is really cool. I've never knew this. Well, since you lowered the defense, I'm probably going to foul play it. I had no idea that was a thing. Oh, never mind. It's just pretty much dead because our Adino. Alright, I'll take it. Let's see what the Sandslash shiny is. If it's anything worth writing home about. Oh, it's actually not too bad. It's just like super blue. Extra blue. We'll catch it in a dive ball. I need to purchase more dive balls. I'm running low. It's very handy for battles. Yeah, I never realized that. That's crazy. Alright, so the next one is Vaporeon. Alright. One of you guys should probably take this. Lodi, I guess you should take it. Because I already have a ice move, and your Screech isn't really going to do much since we're going to be using the ice moves. Okay. Woo. Yeah, Vaporeon. I'm cool with that because we get an item. This is going pretty good. Pretty good. Now, the Vaporeon shouldn't be able to murder us all. And special attack, please. Dang it. I wanted the special attack because of the Thunderbolt. Ah, whatever. I'd still think we Thunderbolt since it's super effective. Oh, well. If you max next turn, we can guarantee I have it against Ray. Where is it? Is it gonna land on me next turn, or? Oh, yeah, you said next turn. I'm stupid. I read that. Then Vaporeon has good Weather Ball. Man, so... Oh wait, I guess technically Scoreboy, you could Life Do too. I just realized that. Because I don't think this Adino is ever going to Life Do. I mean, the Adino has Life Do, right? I'm not tripping on that. I could have sworn it had Life Do. Okay, Brick Break. Think so? Yeah, like I'm pretty sure. I don't know why it doesn't want a Life Do. Usually the computer... Oh my god, that did no damage. Holy crap. I thought it would at least do a little bit more damage than that. I mean, I guess I could Foul Play. It do? Oh my god, this little punk ass. Doesn't do any damage. Just Life Do. Let's see. So... I can look at all of the buffs now. What is my buff? Just attack. Okay. What is this? This lowers special defense. You know what? Let's throw one of these in here. It have the do. It's got that gamer fuel. Mountain Dew has to come out with a new flavor now. It's going to be Life Dew. It's just a way of life. Mountain Dew, Life Dew. Get your life on track. Mountain Dew. Oh my god, Vaporeon is so tanky. Why won't it die? I thought that would do a little bit more damage. Alright, we're gonna do another Lightning Strike. So, like, does anybody even like Mountain Dew, by the way? Like, just straight plain Mountain Dew? Like, not the fancy Mountain Dews that are like all the different flavors. Because I've not had a Mountain, like, or I've had regular Mountain Dew, but like it just tastes kind of like mediocre to me if you compare it to like all their flavors. But there's so much hype with the Mountain Dew. Oh no. I just realized we lost you. We lost you, Lodi. Alright, we should be good though, because it's gotta die now, right? Not on its own with alcohol. I have heard that actually, that people like use it with alcohol, and I know like I think that's like what it was originally made for, was like mixer and stuff and things. So I've never actually had it with alcohol. Like apparently people I know on TikTok were like mixing it with like beer, which sounds so weird to me, but at the same time, I mean, I like myself like a michelada, so I don't know. It's interesting. Vaporeon. Is Vaporeon green? It's like everything that we have green. Is that just the theme? Or no. We got the... oh no, she's purple. Never mind. I am way off on that one. I always think she's green, but she's, yeah, she's actually purple. Water Eevee Mommy. It's strangely good with whiskey? Huh. I mean, I do love whiskey. Like, as far as my hard liquors go, Irish whiskey is my favorite, next to gin. I love gin. Gin and soda is good. But, like, I hate cheap gin, or just... I'm just picky in general when it comes to gin. Like, I love Hendrick's gin. Bombay is okay, but I haven't had too many gins that really I enjoy as much as, like, a Hendrick's. Apples are good. What do you... Apple? What do you mean? Like, just the fruit apples? What do you mean, girl? I will take Life Orb. I mean, if you're just talking about apples, then yeah, I agree. Apples are delicious. Actually, apples are one of my favorite fruit. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I love apples. I think I like the fact that there's so many different type of apples. That's the thing that's enjoyable. So like you can never get sick of apples. But I will say the thing that I dislike are red delicious apples. I don't know, man. It's almost 9 p.m. and I've been bored without a conversation. So, but this gameplay is intense. I haven't got the focus to start one. No worries. No, I mean, you could say whatever you want. Like, bring up something random. I don't care. I'll have a conversation with it. I just wanted to make sure you were talking about apples, like just the fruit. So I could care less. You could bring up any conversation. I will have a conversation about just anything, to be honest. So, but no, I am a very big apple fan. I love apples. They're one of my favorite fruits. Honeycrisps are delicious. I personally like opal apples. Those are good. The only ones I have problems with are Red Delicious. Red Delicious are disgusting, and I don't get why they exist and why they're like known as like the iconic frickin' apple. They're awful. I'm going to use Follow Me, and I will die out of my own free will. Oh no, I died. That's not what I wanted. Well, that's a rip. Oh, I just realized, yeah, you didn't get the Dynamax since I ended up... That last round lasted too long. Dang, that sucks. Oh, now the Adino life dues. Jeez. I hunted for you before you had the chance. Oh, I didn't expect that one. But yeah, apples. I do enjoy me some apples. I used to like watermelon a lot. That was probably one of my favorite fruits growing up. But that's because I grew up in Arizona where everything was hot. So it's like nothing was more refreshing than a nice watermelon straight out the fridge, cut open. Ooh, so good. Honestly, I don't think I'm picky as far as when it comes to fruit. I don't think there's any fruit that I actually dislike. Like, fruit's great. Love cantaloupe. Yeah, cantaloupe is good. I like cantaloupe. A lot of people, I will say, don't like cantaloupe, but I personally love cantaloupe. I like honeydew. Yeah, I legit can't think of a single fruit that I don't like. Like, I even like figs, which are like such a weird fruit, but they're good. Like, what's a weird fruit? What's the weirdest fruit that you guys can think of that you've tried? Because I can't really think of a weird one. All right, we're at 142 here. Let's count it. What do I season oatmeal with? What do you season? I don't know. Wait, what? What do you season? Cinnamon? Like pomegranate? Are you? Is this supposed to be a joke? Because it sounded like you like started it like with a punchline or with a like a joke saying, "What do I season oatmeal with?" And then you're saying pomegranate. So is that supposed to be a punchline, or are you just genuinely saying I season it with pomegranate? You don't like blueberries? Really? I actually love blueberries, but I will say blueberries are very inconsistent. That's my only problem with them. Like, I hate the fact that you could sit there and eat blueberries and like you'll have a really nice, sweet, tasty one, and then like you just get a really sour one or something. They're very inconsistent. But I do love blueberries. I am a fan. My personal like favorite berry though is probably blackberries. I love blackberries. Pomegranate is a weird fruit. Oh, you think pomegranate's weird? I will say I agree with you in the aspect that it is a weird to eat fruit because it's definitely an unusual fruit. Like, I don't mind pomegranate, but here's the thing. I don't like pomegranate, but it's not that I don't like pomegranate because of the taste. I just hate the effort you have to go to eat a pomegranate, and there's just so much seeds for so much effort for so little reward when it comes to pomegranate. That's what I hate. All right, let's take a quick look here, see if we got ourselves a shiny. And no shiny here. Rip. All right, well, we are going to jump into another one here in just a second. I'm going to bring it up now. I asked what to season oatmeal with because I only know of brown sugar. Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, cinnamon, blueberries. What I actually use is powdered peanut butter. So I'm a huge peanut butter person, but you could season it, quote unquote, season it with peanut butter. But what I actually do, which ends up being better, is the powdered peanut butter because it just mixes in with it and it just makes it into like a peanut butter taste. So, I mean, if you like peanut butter, I highly recommend the powdered peanut butter and putting that in oatmeal. It's so good. I love yogurt. Oh, man. Chickpeas. That's interesting. I've never tried chickpeas with oatmeal. That sounds interesting. I won't knock it till I try it, though. Like, I'm definitely a fan of, like, healthy alternatives when it comes to food because sometimes it actually tastes good and sometimes it'll even taste better than, like, some of the non-healthy alternatives. You're supposed to eat the whole pomegranate? Well, I mean, you're supposed to eat the seeds. You're not supposed to, like, eat the like, flesh. Right? I thought you just eat the seeds. I mean, if you're supposed to eat the flesh, that's gross. All right, room is open though for anybody who wants to join. It's like jam, huh? I don't know. It's interesting though. But yeah, berries. I love berries on food. I love berries in my yogurt. I love berries in my oatmeal. Like, I'm actually a fan of like. I love raisins. Raisins, I feel, are very, like, they get a bad rep. Raisins are delicious, and I love raisins. Froyo is overrated. I tasted it last week, thought it was going to taste like God's farts and tears. What? But it tasted like generic ice cream. I mean, it definitely depends on what frozen yogurt you have, because I have had some amazing frozen yogurt. So, I would definitely recommend not knocking frozen yogurt quite yet, because there's a lot of different frozen yogurt places out there. Like the whole seed. Yeah, I know you're supposed to eat the seed of the pomegranate. And that's what I mean, man. I just feel like you don't get much when you eat a pomegranate with the seed. Like, eating a whole pomegranate just doesn't feel worth it to me. It's so much effort for so little reward. It's the same thing with crab legs. Crab legs and crab taste delicious, but the amount of effort you have to go to crack open those crab legs to get to the good stuff is just so much. I think that's Trevenant and the ghosts. Drudagon. That's the not Joltik, but the evolution. I'm not seeing anything good. Yeah, this one is rough. I am not seeing a single thing. I honestly, I think we should just go for like the easiest possible route at this point. What's going to taste different? I mean, berries on food, not chickpeas. Oh, okay. You were saying berries on food is like jam. Yeah, that I agree with. That's why I like raisins. Like, I'll do raisins in my oatmeal with powdered peanut butter, and it just tastes like a PB&J, like, flavored kind of oats. It's really good. But they're probably working. I've just seen people do things with chickpeas and oats. I mean, chickpeas do some amazing stuff. Like, chickpeas are delicious, but I don't know how chickpeas would be in oatmeal. That's different to me. My physical or special? Let's see. Oh, wow. I am exactly the in-between. Alright. Well, I'll Dynamax, because I can just murder this thing. I still called them out anyways. This one's a bit rough. Yeah. That was from earlier. Ew, you bite through your crab legs? You just bite the shell? What? What if you get like little pieces of crab leg like within your meat? That's gross. I would hate that. I'm like one of those people where if like I have like some type of really weird texture that's hard in my food and it's not supposed to be there, it immediately turns off like eating it. Like, I completely get turned off from eating it. I hate when you're like eating something, like for example ground beef. I hate when you're eating ground beef and you get like a little chip of a bone and you like are sitting there eating it and then suddenly there's like a little chip piece of a bone. It immediately turns me off to the ground beef. Like, I hate it. Metal sounds from Durant might be best. Yeah, Durant also is pretty good because even though he's bug, he doesn't get messed up since he's steel. So I'm cool with the Durant if you guys want to go that route. I don't know which way the Durant is. What is Ninjask's shiny? Let me take a quick peek here and see. Jask. Oh yeah, he's gold. Man, I hate using my luxury balls because like I'm saving them for Rayquaza and we're running pretty low, but yeah. I think the more uncommon thing to do is eat shrimp with the shell still on. What? People do that? Ugh. I mean, if it's the tail and it's fried shrimp, okay. I still don't like it. I'm still not a fan. But if you're saying people just straight up eat the whole shrimp with the whole entire shell on, what the hell is wrong with them? That sounds awful and unpleasant, and yeah, oof. I would hate that. Ugh. My mom sold all her food stamps, so I'm eating scraps I can find. Ah. Sorry to hear that, Scoreboy. So you said Durant. I'm assuming Durant is the middle. And then, who's the psychic? I can't tell who this psychic is. It's killing me. Oh, it's the Raichu. Oh, no. Oh, Combuskin. Oh, yeah, at least it's an item. All right. At least we get an item. I mean, at this point, I could really care less like which one we get, because there's not much that's going to be better than what we have. Oh, my God, these suck. Oh, wait, Widelands is actually pretty good for me, because I'm pretty sure both my ice moves are not guaranteed hits. such as pantry being filled with oatmeal we never touched. I personally love oatmeal. Oatmeal is amazing. I actually like morning oats though better than regular like hot oatmeal. I would highly recommend doing morning oats if you want to kind of try something different. All you do is you just do a 1-to-1 ratio with like some milk, if you have milk, and you put the oats in there, you pop it in the fridge, and usually 6 to 8 hours, it's morning oats. It's just pretty much oatmeal, but it's cold. But it's good. And you can mix stuff with it, top it with stuff, whatever. Sometimes what I'll do is, if I'm really just going for a really basic type of like morning oats, just a little bit of cinnamon, and then some agave. You could technically use any sweetener, like brown sugar. You could technically use that. I just use agave because I like agave. I'm a fancy person with agave, I guess. I don't know. Just pull off the head and eat the shrimp. Ugh, God, that sounds gross. Oh, I hate that. Oh, that's so gross. So they don't even like devein it or nothing. If they're doing that, that means they're not even deveining it or anything. Wow, we just murdered this thing. Like what? Did we just like 2-shot it or like 1-shot it? I didn't even see like anybody attack. I just turned to the side and then he's dead. Only a week and a half to go. Man, cinnamon and oatmeal taste sad. I mean, cinnamon by itself with oatmeal, yeah, it's not that great. You need to put some sweetener with it, like some brown sugar, some agave, even maple syrup, something to sweeten it. But yeah, just topping it with cinnamon and that's it. That is depressing. Like that's not good. I 100% agree with you there. Morning oats are top tier. Yeah, I love morning oats. Simplest thing, and they are delicious. So we got Drudagon or Raichu. I honestly don't care. I'll say Raichu because Drudagon... I prefer to have Drudagon shiny. Yeah, okay, I'm cool with that as well. I would actually much rather have Drudagon shiny. Drudagon is one of the top tier dragon Pokemon for me. We murdered the chicken. Yeah, we did. The vine is the best part of the shrimp. What do you mean? What? The vein is not the best part of the shrimp. That is disgusting. Oh, I hate that. It's just something you get used to. Peanut shrimp is like that. I mean, it's one thing if like you have like a bunch of, sauce on it or something to cover it up and all that. That's why I say like if it has a tail and it's fried and you eat the tail on a shrimp, all right, whatever. I still prefer not to. Hello. Hey, Super One Woman. How are you doing? All right. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Triple Axle is the stronger one of the two, so we will triple Axle. My puppy gained its adult voice. Now it's barking all day. That's so funny to think of. Puppy getting an adult voice. Our pup, he just kind of makes noises, and his noises are a little bit deeper than they used to be as a puppy. That's it. Like, he doesn't talk much. He'll just make random boofing and, random noises that are really deep. Sound like it's coming from, like, some, like, deep, big dog, but it's literally just a tiny little pug. I mean, yeah, it's always seasoned and not hard to get the shell off. Yeah, I mean, as far as the shrimp and stuff goes, I can understand, but it's like, I'm going to avoid the shell and I'm going to avoid the tail if I can. But, I mean, at least in certain scenarios, it's not too bad. But for the people that just straight up, like, eat the shell, and it's like, let's say just like a basic cooked shrimp or something, like a steamed boiled shrimp, and it's got the shell, and you're eating the shell, that's awful. That's gross. I would hate that. I do love, though, when the shrimp has the shell, and it's like in a nice seafood boil, and then you take it out, you peel the shell off, and it just holds all the flavor inside that shell and really absorbs into the shrimp, so then when you go to eat the shrimp, it's full of flavor. It is delicious. As Yoda. I smell shiny within the next 4 games. Hopefully. Man, at this point, I just want something. We've gone about 30 games, over 30 runs, 30 plus runs without anything, which may not sound like much, but technically we should be getting a shiny every 25. So we are below odds right now. As Yoda always said, shiny it is. Just not off beforehand. Good. I'm Hunter, by the way. You ready for the new one? Hey, Hunter. Yeah, I am definitely ready for Scarlet and Violet. I'm super excited for it. It looks so good. Like, I love the playstyles they're going for it. I love how the battling worked and stuff and how it's looking. Like, in the new trailer, it just looked so cool. Like, it reminded me of the vibes I used to get from, like, XD Gale of Darkness and Coliseum and all that. So, I'm very excited for that. How I was pronounced in the uwu voice. Oh, my God. By the way, not like hero, like the stereotype Chinese accent, though. Other Chinese people mocking their own accents. Whoever has Pelly, by the way, a weather ball does way more damage. Were you talking about the last match or something? Yeah, I'm assuming you're talking about the last thing. Alright, I need to... Who's got the Dynamax first off? Do I have Dynamax? Okay, I do have Dynamax, so then I'll definitely go ahead and Dynamax here. And then this, yeah, this does more damage. Alright, easy, easy. This should be an easy run. We should be good. Interesting fact, I can do a Yoda impression for about 5 to 10 minutes. Yeah, I saw actually, Kuru, I saw you streaming earlier. I popped in for like a minute or so. I just lurked for a second though, because I was kind of doing some things on the side. I just saw you were streaming when you joined the Discord. So yeah, I saw you doing your Yoda impressions and stuff there. So I plan out my full shiny team once I get Pheromosa. I'll start Matsudoing the rest, Pheromosa being part of my team. Nice. Yeah, we definitely, I'm going to work on doing kind of what we talked yesterday about, like, maybe doing an event type thing or like a fun little thing where we all have to do like shiny teams and themed battles and all that. I've been thinking about that and kind of working it out in my head, so I'll post about it in the Discord probably within the next week or so, just kind of like to get an idea of how we should go about doing it and see how many people actually want to participate in it. So, yeah, that's definitely going to be something I want to do, where we do like the theme battles and stuff. Damn, I really need Red Masu doing way raw. Yeah, I mean, imagine somebody who has no idea what that means. Like, no, it doesn't play Pokemon or anything. Like, what? It's slacking, but it's good, people say. Yeah, your Yoda impression. Yeah, it was pretty good. It was entertaining. I liked it. I didn't really know what was going on because I haven't played, what was it, Dead by Daylight? Was that what you're playing, I think? So I have not played it, so I didn't really know what was going on when I popped in, but, yeah. Should we have a week to shiny hunt our Pokemon or until everyone is ready, like a stream week? Well, what I'll do when I actually come up with the idea for the theme battle and all that, it'll be like a couple weeks ahead of time that like I'll set it up and let all the rulings know. And I mean, obviously we're going to have to do certain things like if we want to do it kind of tournament style or something like that, I'd be cool with that. If we can get enough people who want to be involved in it. And then what I would have to do if we do it that way is have everybody like submit their teams once they get their full teams and then just try to give a deadline for it. But I would give like at least a few weeks because I know it can take quite a long time to get shinies if you don't already have them. So yeah, it's not going to be something where I'm just going to spring on you and be like, hey, next week we're going to be doing this. Like, because in reality, you guys probably... some of you, I'm assuming, do not have full shiny teams of one specific type that you want to use, and we're going to have to set rulings, which I said, oh, nice, you got the shiny Druddigon. I love shiny Druddigon. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, I love shiny Druddigon. That's so cool. Oh, that's so cool. I love that. Um, anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, what I'll do is there is going to be rulings in it and stuff. As far as the theme battles go, where we're not going to do legendaries, we won't do pseudo legendaries or mythics. So that might limit a lot of people because I'm sure, some people do have legendaries or pseudo legendaries or starter Pokemon that are shiny because, those are usually some of the most popular Pokemon. So, it gives you guys some time to build a full on themed team. So it'll be like a few weeks before we actually do it. And it all depends on how many people we can get involved, but I'll be posting about it in the Discord. No, Ultra Beast technically would not be allowed either because Ultra Beast stats are just too crazy and Beast Boost is just too overpowered. So I want to try to make it so we can do, like, people can do more unique stuff, pretty much. No? Are you saying no? Yeah, those count as legendary, technically, Ultra Beasts. So, yeah, Ultra Beasts would not be allowed. Pretty much it would just be like Mythic, Legendary, Ultra Beasts, starters, and the pseudo legendaries. That's it. So there's still some really good static Pokemon and stuff in the game that you can do and some crazy stuff you can do, but that at least limits it so not everybody is just going to sit there and be like, oh, I have a psychic team and you got like Latios and like a bunch of other legendaries and crap, and it's just like, oh, that's not fun. So yeah, we definitely are going to limit that. All right, let's take a quick peek here, see if we got ourselves a shiny. So no on the Ninjask, no on the Combusken, no on our Druddigon, and dang, nothing on our end, but at least Scoreboy got the Druddigon shiny. That is such a cool shiny. I have wanted a Druddigon shiny for so long. Oh, I love Druddigon. Like, if we're talking theme teams, I could tell you now, if I ever do a dragon-themed team with shinies, a Druddigon would be like my number one I would have to get. I love Druddigon. All right, we are going to go ahead and jump into another game here. So the room, so same code, 8569, exclamation mark join if you want to join, or you can just hop in. It doesn't really make any difference there whether you do exclamation mark join or not, but it is first come, first serve, and the room is open. Let's see, which means my shiny hunting for Pheromosa will be in vain. I mean, it's not in vain, because, I mean, I'm sure you might get shinies along the way, is the thing. So that's at least kind of cool. So, I mean, I'd still recommend shiny hunting for it. But, yeah, later on, when I do announce the stuff, then it'll give you some time to maybe do some Masuda method to kind of, like, grab a few typings of whatever you want. But what we'll do, what I was talking about earlier, is what we'll do is once we get the teams set, then I'll have people send them to me, like, on the Discord and stuff, just to make sure, because obviously, if we want to make this a legit, like, little fun tournament, obviously you can't have hack Pokemon, things like that, so I would need to see the Pokemon, but we'll keep it secret from everybody else for, like, the teams until you actually, like, go and play. So, that's what I was thinking, at least. So, we'll see. My waifu team will be a Gardevoir. Alright, there we go. We'll go ahead and jump in. Hopefully we can get ourselves some icy Pokemon. My waifu team will be Gardevoir, Roserade, Female Indeedee, Hatterene, Lurantis, and Alcremie. It's a pretty good team. Ooh, I will take the Mimikyu. I like Mimikyu. I get paid in like 2 days, so I'm going to buy the pass soon. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that'll be awesome, Kuro. You can get the expansion pass. It's definitely worth it. Super fun. I'm not sure about Indeedee and Alcremie, though. I mean, Alcremie I think is pretty good. I love Alcremie. Indeedee, is it... Because you would be, so I'm assuming you would be going for like a fairy theme would be your thing. Or no, because Indeedee is technically psychic. Gardevoir. Or are you just talking about doing like a random team? Because when I say themed team, I mean it's going to be like typing themed. Like everybody has to be the same typing. Who is... Oh, it's Cramorant. Ugh, I don't want Cramorant. All right, well, I'll go this way, and then we can grab the fairy type, I guess. Maybe that'll be worth it. But yeah, the theme aspect is going to be the factor of like specifically one typing. Theme team isn't waifu, not typing. Yeah, it'll be typing. I mean, don't worry. When I actually announce how it's gonna work in the Discord, it'll have the specific, what's it called? The specific rulings and stuff. So, don't worry about it right now. Just play, do whatever you want, still work on teams you want and everything. And then once I announce it, then you guys can figure out what teams you want to do. I would just hate to get steel. It can be hard to work with. Steel's really cool, though. There's a lot of good steel stuff. Because, like, for example, Duraludon is steel, and he's not a pseudo-legendary, technically. So Duraludon's insane. So, I mean, you could pick some pretty cool ones for steel. What is it? Fearothorn? Fearothorn's an awesome steel type. Oh, my bad. I wasn't paying attention for a second. Who else? Toxapex is like water poison. He's not steel. Skarmory. Skarmory's a cool steel. Honestly, steel is a good one. I like steel. My overall favorite typing, though, is psychic. And then after that, I'm not 100% sure. Maybe like water. I think I just like water. Theme team will be the official. Yeah, like I'll come out and I'll announce it with like the official rulings of what we're going to do. And I may ask in the Discord like for some like just ask questions and stuff to see what you guys want to do before I actually like come up with this. So the theme team, is this Pokemon Duel Tournament? So what it's going to be is we're probably going to do, we were talking about it yesterday, where we do like a themed battling. And I don't know if we'll do it in like a little tournament format or what, or if we'll just do it for fun or something. But pretty much what the whole thing is going to be in the community for anybody who wants to participate is we'll set it so it's like a themed teams, meaning like one specific type would be the theme for it. And then we set certain rulings for it and you build a team. I definitely would recommend people EV train, bottle cap, hyper train, whatever you need to do. And then by a certain date, we'll go ahead and like schedule to do a stream or something and do it. So we'll see. Let's see. If it's type theme, I'm gonna get Sylveon and Cutemons. Yeah. Whichever one you want to do or you think is gonna be fun. I mean, I personally have a fighting team at the moment. I technically could do other typings, but I did a fighting one at the moment, and that was just because there's a lot of fighting Pokemon that I love their shinies. Like I love Hawlucha's shiny, I love Sirfetch's shiny. So, yeah. So if we do end up doing it like tournament format, though, if we get enough people, then I'll probably like sit it out or be like the little exhibition match at the end, but I probably won't participate for say, just because I'm going to have you guys have to send the like picture of your team to me just so I can verify you're good, pretty much. Verify everything is good as it should be. So that wouldn't be fair if I participated because I would know your guys' strategy beforehand. So I'll probably just kind of do it for fun at the end. But I don't know what the prize would be. Like that's the only thing. Like one of the things prize-wise, I mean, I do have like some extra shinies if like you guys would want, like whoever wins can pick between like a certain group of shinies that I have. If you guys like that, if you me personally, I don't like having shinies with somebody else's trainer name, but it's not the factor of like, oh, I don't want that, because of that. It's just like a personal thing because I want to have a living dex and have everything say Slothopus as the original trainer. But if you guys don't care about that, then we could do that to where like the prize or something for winning is like a free shiny of the selection of some of the shinies I have dupes in or something. If that's something you guys are interested in. Otherwise, I'll think of something. I mean, that's another thing, too. I need to think of, like, other... what's it called? Other prizes or, like, something else that maybe would be really interesting. So, that's why I haven't posted anything right now, because still fleshing everything out. They're cool, but fire is hell. Yeah, fire would be interesting. Since even if it's neutral, it does heavy damage. Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying for the steel. Yeah, fire would annihilate a lot of the steel. But I mean, that's the thing too, because like there's obviously a lot of things that like can interact with that. That's not too bad. Like the worst thing is because the ruling would be no starters. Unfortunately, you couldn't have a Empoleon, so there's not too many ways to get around fire. So yeah, you would essentially most likely be at a disadvantage, but you come up with the idea of like working around that. Like for example, since I have a fighting team, I literally have a fighting flyer, which is Halucha, so he doesn't get annihilated by flying. And then I also have what's his name, Glade, who's psychic fighting, so Glade won't get annihilated by psychic. And I'm pretty sure Glade can like learn lots of different ones. Can learn Night Slash, which counteracts Ghost, and it counteracts Psychic, I believe. So you can definitely do a lot of like really good things that counteract stuff, even if you're in a battle where you're at a disadvantage. Because even with disadvantage with the typing theme, because of how things are now, you can literally make a team that could annihilate the opposing like typing that should win against a fighting team. Like it's not like the old days where it's like, oh, you have a fire team, you lose to water. No, that's not a thing as much anymore. But yeah, there obviously is some typings that are stronger than others. So it's up to you guys if you're wanting to do that, or if you want to do a funner one, you know, whatever you personally want to do. That would be the main thing. I think assignments for types are random. I think as long as the... Oh, so you're saying do it random? Okay. Maybe. Maybe we'll do that then, where I'll do it so everybody kind of gets a random typing. My only thing with that and only issue with everybody getting assigned random typings is then it's like some people, it might be difficult for them to round up all of those shinies within like a certain time frame. So that's my only thing with like doing the assignment ones where like we do a random generator and stuff for everybody who wants to participate and then give them a typing if they have to shiny hunt or something to create the team. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. We'll gotta flush it out. Can it be solo battle? Single versus double is another big thing to consider. Yeah, I still haven't decided on that. Most likely we'll probably lean towards the solo battling, just because I feel like solo battling is a bit easier to build for with like a typings team than it would be for hold on here. But yeah, I believe solo battle would probably be easier and less disadvantageous for a lot of typings. Because I feel like in double battles, there's a lot of typings that have an advantage. So like for example, you know, if you get normal types do a lot better in double battles than they do solo battles. So I feel like solo battles is a little bit more balanced. Just my opinion. Oh, Comfey is actually pretty good if somebody wants to take that. Hey, Tony. How are you doing? How are you doing today? Hey, Lodi. My theme team is going to be Fairy. Can you trade me extra Mawile after the stream or so? Or when he takes a break? That's fair. For sure. Oh, I don't want this. Oh, okay. Yes. That's fair. Yeah, I mean, overall, there's a lot of things we'll have to work out. And what I'll probably do, because one of the mods is really good at, like, organizing this type of stuff, too. So I'll probably talk with him, and he more than likely will help out and stuff with coming up with an idea to make it as, like, fair as possible, as well as, you know, just fun, pretty much. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to talk with him. We're going to work on it. And if we need to ask questions or something like that for you guys, maybe do some surveys, then we'll do that. I'll let you know when I can get an extra one. Was that yes or no? Or was you responding to... So the only thing I will say, just make sure that since it will be unfortunately in Sword and Shield, because that's like the main game nowadays, until Violet and Scarlet come out. Make sure it can be used in Sword and Shield, because obviously there's a lot of Pokemon, unfortunately, that cannot be used in Sword and Shield that that I'm sure you guys would love to use. So, and I understand that pain. So that's going to be the real thing. That's kind of like, oh, is the factor that we're kind of limited with certain Pokemon in Sword and Shield. I'm hoping that in Scarlet and Violet we at least get more Pokemon that we can have usable. Like, whether it's a later DLC or not, I just really want them to do it so every Pokemon can be used in the game. Like, even if you can't obtain the Pokemon in the game at the time, they could at least code it a lot. Like, it's so easy to code the Pokemon being able to be used in the game and not doing it as an encounter. Like, I don't think anybody would have an issue with that at this point in time, since Pokemon Home is a thing and we have so many different Pokemon games. Like, I think it would be really nice. I think it'll be like 500 to 600 DLC, probably. I mean, hopefully it'll be more, but we'll see. But yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens as far as the Scarlet and Violet. But I mean, at least that's a much later down the road thing, so we'll find out. I guess I just keep Shadow Claw. Well, actually, Cramorant is physical. What am I doing? I should Baby Dollize it. I have a shiny Rapidash in Pokemon Home. I can bring that to me. So just a heads up, Scoreboy. You can bottle cap things, so you don't need to Ivy train. Like, you can just bottle cap things now, so you don't actually have to worry as far as like, oh, my IVs are bad or something. So don't bother like sitting there breeding to get a shiny if you already have a shiny. Just bottle cap your shiny. That's all you gotta do. Don't make it harder than it's gotta be. Try to Pokemon Sword Course. I'm assuming you'll want the Pokemon to have the icon say it's from Sword and Shield. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be from Sword and Shield. I just want to make sure that, you know, the trainer name at least isn't a sketchy trainer name. The moveset is a normal moveset and not some, like, you know, moveset. Because another thing, too, that I forgot to mention that will be limited is no event Pokemons. So, like, we can't have any event Pokemons just because there's a lot of weird event Pokemons that I think would kind of make it really weird. And I can't really trust all the event Pokemon because it's like nowadays you can see a quote-unquote event Pokemon with a Cherish Ball, but it's not legit. So that's pretty much what I'll be doing when we verify teams and everything, is I'll look for it to be, you know, have a normal trainer name, have normal movesets, nothing crazy or weird about it, and then obviously making sure that everything meets the guidelines, because I'm sure that somebody might end up forgetting, oh, starters can't be used, or like, oh, I didn't realize that was a pseudo legendary. So I mean, I'll make a list to make it easier, to make it as transparent as possible, but you know, there's always that chance that somebody's going to completely forget that starters can't be used or something. So that's why I say I just want to see the teams, make sure they're all good. Cool, because I sure do got a lot in Home. Yeah, that's fine. If you want to bring it over from Pokemon Home, that's perfectly fine. Because, like, I have a lot of Pokemon from Pokemon Go that are shiny. So, yeah. And if you guys do want to end up doing, like, the thing where I, you know, give a shiny Pokemon of one of the dupes of shiny Pokemon I have, most likely it's going to come from Pokemon Go. Because I have quite a bit of Pokemon Go dupe shinies that I would be willing to trade off. And I do have a few in this game, too, that I'd be willing to trade off if that's what you guys want to do as the prize or reward or something. But I'll come up with other stuff, too. Obviously, in the end, it's really just something for fun. You know, if we ever get really bigger with the community and stuff, maybe we can invest more in, like, cool prizes and maybe make it, like, a normal, you know, just a normal thing for the community where we actually do, like, these type of little fighting-themed event things. So it's nice and fun. So we'll see how it goes. I just thought it would be something fun to do, you know. A silver bottle cap is one stat. Yeah, so you only really need a bottle cap for, like, let's say you have a Pokemon and you have like 3 good IVs, don't use a gold bottle cap. Just use 3 regular bottle caps. If you have one and like almost all of the IVs are garbage, use a gold bottle cap. Because gold bottle caps are harder to come by than regular bottle caps. Regular bottle caps you can literally get from the Dynamite exchange person. So, Scoreboy, have you been exchanging your Dynamite ores, by the way? Like, and making sure you don't go over? Because that's like a major thing. You want to make sure that you're not going over with the Dynamite ores, and you can buy a bunch of bottle caps with that, and that's generally what I do. Like, I always have at least 30 plus bottle caps on me. A bunch of XL candies and bottle caps. Okay, yeah, just long as you know. I just didn't want you to like be sitting there and losing out on Dynamite ores, and then on top of it, you... Oh my god, what am I doing? I should have baby dollized. My bad. I was distracted there. Hopefully I don't throw from doing that. Alright, let me make sure I baby doll eyes here. Okay. Alright, but yeah, anyway, I just want to make sure that you're getting yourself some bottle caps, because I've been there, where I accidentally got all my stuff. How do I get gold bulbs in the crown? 3 silver and a random item in the 3rd slot. Yeah, like gold bottle caps are like very hard to get. But the good news is you can use as many regular bottle caps on a Pokemon as you want. So. Chromatic is also for all the Epra balls as well. Yeah, God, I hate that. It's so hard, though, to get the cool little Pokeballs and stuff. So, but, yeah, it'll definitely be cool. Just a heads up for anybody who is not already, by the way, in the Discord. If you're wondering what the heck we're talking about, make sure to join the Discord because that's where all of this type of information will be. So anybody is welcome to join the Discord, just a heads up. That's where we'll post updates and all that good stuff. And, you know, we'll do events and fun little community stuff. So highly recommend people checking that out. This is going to be my last EA. I feel like shiny hunting a tiny bit. Alright, no worries, Scorpion. I'll SDA for a while on the stream. I don't know, like maybe 30 minutes. Alright. Yeah, I'm probably going to take a quick break after this one, and then we'll come back. We'll do some more runs. Hopefully, we can get ourselves a shiny. I mean, at least we were able to see a shiny. At least Scoreboy got a shiny here. And he got a really good one, too. Drudagon is so cool. Like, Drudagon is actually a shiny I have considered doing Masuda method just to get, because I love it. It reminds me of the sour gummy worms, like with the color scheme. I also don't endorse cheating, but you can cheat in Pokemon holding items if you really don't have any other way. We mean cheat in Pokemon holding items. Any other way, like bottle. I don't know what you mean. You can cheat in Pokemon. Way like bottle caps. Like you can dupe bottle caps with like, there are trade bots on Twitch that you can get to trade you anything that's legal. Ow. Yeah. I mean, honestly though, bottle caps are not hard to come by at all. So, that, like, if anything, the most difficult thing is going to be the mints. The mints are kind of a pain. So you can do a level 100 holding a gold bottle cap. Yeah, the one thing that's going to probably be an issue is mints. Let's see. Yeah, I don't even know. I guess I'll baby doll eyes still. Yeah, I was gonna say he's just gonna die right now anyway. Yeah, mints are going to be the most difficult thing for people to get. I highly recommend anybody who doesn't know to farm mints daily because they like spawn daily. It spawns in the Isle of Armor, and it's like on like the little island right by like the little like karate dojo, or it's the karate little tower, not the karate dojo, but across the way from the dojo or from the tower. You can get mints daily, and it's always random, so hopefully if you do it daily, you'll eventually get the ones you actually need. I try to do that as much as possible. But I have like a good amount of mints. I want to say I have like 3+ of like each mint at the moment. Alright, let's see if we get ourselves a shiny. Did I count this? I was at 144, right? I'm pretty sure I... Or, did I count this one? God. I wish I didn't have short-term memory loss sometimes. I don't remember if I was at 143 before this or if I was already at 144. Okay, I did count it. Alright, I just wanted to make sure here. Alright, let's see if we get a shiny. So, Linoon, no. Comfey, no. Cramorant, nope. And, dang, no shiny for us here yet. So, we are going above and beyond on these encounters. Alright, so I'm going to prepare the room. We are going to jump into another one here momentarily, but I am going to take a quick break. It's just going to be for a couple minutes. I will run a quick 1-minute ad, but I promise you guys that you're not going to miss anything with the ad. I never play ads. I never play ads that are going to stop you guys from seeing any of the content. If an ad ever pops up, then you can always let me know in the chat or something, because that's usually Twitch. But I do play ads when I take a break. Like right now, I'm going to take a couple minutes here. I'll prepare the room so anybody who wants to join can get ready. So that is going to be the code. I'm not going to open it, though, till I get back. But I will be back in about 3 minutes or so. Not too long. Alright, I am back. So we're going to go ahead and jump into the Rayquaza run here. Anybody's welcome to join. Code is 85698569. Let's see. Any plans to play Go Fest on Saturday? Maybe. To be honest, as far as like Pokemon Go, like I love playing Pokemon Go. It just sucks because it's so hot. So I'll probably do some stuff. I'll play it and do what I can, but probably not gonna like quote unquote play it as in like walk around and play it, just because of the fact of how hot it is. All right. Oh, Piloswine, nice. I'm lucky that it's going to be around 70 on Saturday. Oh, that sounds so nice. Yeah, I'll take right on. He's not awful. Rather than 90 plus like it's been. I'd be okay with 90 plus. Like, let me see, just to give you an idea right now. Let me see what our high today was. Today actually wasn't even that hot, too, like compared to what it's been. So our high today, 108. That was our high. Current weather right now, it's 6:30 where I am right now, and it is 106 right now outside at 6:30 in the evening. It is awful. We definitely need to go to the bear tick. I'll say we go right and then we go left for the bear tick. Or left, then right. I don't care. As long as we go for that bear tick, I'm good. Somebody really wants a Combuskin shiny. Because I just realized that's Combuskin again. I wish. Yeah, no, I wish it was that cool. Oh, man. Only 90? So, the comparison I always use is it's very humid up here. No, don't. Don't even. So, here's the thing. I mean, I will say, if you want to talk about winters and that your winter is not as good as our winter, I will agree with you there. That's where I agree. But you saying that, oh, well, at least it's not humid. I've been in the East Coast where it is super humid, like during the summer. And yeah, it kind of sucks during like for a few hours in the day when it's like real hot. But your guys' nighttime with the humidity, to me, is so nice because it feels so cool. Like the weather feels so cool to me when it's super humid at night and it's like only like 70 degrees or 60 degrees at night. That's insane. Like we don't get that. Like I'm pretty sure, let me see what our low is supposed to be. Which our low is usually at like 4 or 5 a.m. So, it's like at that one point where it doesn't even matter. Our low is 84. So that's our low. It's the way your body is able to adjust it. Yeah. No, that's for sure. Because like when I lived in California, the weather is way different in California. And I know the locals would always complain about the heat when it was like just about to hit to 100 and stuff. And I was like, this isn't bad at all. This is beautiful. This is so nice. So, yeah, it's definitely dependent on how your body has adapted. But for me, I do get cold really easy, though. But unfortunately, I'm never in the situation to where it is freezing. Except for, like, in the dead-ass winter. In the winter, it gets real cold here. Don't get anything because we hit extremes in both. Yeah. Yeah, like I can tell you now, like going anything below like 40 or 50 degrees for me is absolutely freezing. Like I need like layers and layers and layers to deal with that. Because I'm just not used to that type of cold. Now, here's the thing, though. I will say I don't mind that cold. Like, I prefer extreme cold over extreme heat any day. Like 100%, I prefer below freezing temperatures. And the reason is because it's a lot easier to warm up than it is to cool off. Okay, I got my fairy theme ready. We're ready to remove suit as a Crimmy. Rambombe, Sylveon, Ninetales, Rapidash, and Mawile, which Lodi has to trade to me, which you can. All right, yeah, no, sounds good. I mean, Scoreboy, just to FYI, you can keep your team a secret. Like, the only person that will know your team technically is going to be like me when we confirm teams when everybody gets it together. So if you do want to keep it a secret to have a little bit of an advantage, I'm totally fine with that. You know, keep it a secret until you actually like play it. So just a heads up. But you're more than welcome to share if you really want to. I mean, I share my teams. I don't really care. Let's see. I think SmackDown is technically stronger. Oh, wait. I can Dynamax. What am I thinking? Oh, okay. There we go. Any shiny yet? No shinies here. But, well, Scoreboy got a shiny Druddigon, but I have not gotten a shiny. So, but shiny Druddigon's awesome. So at least somebody on the stream here has gotten a shiny. That's nice short weather. Ugh. My favorite temp is around 15 to 20. Yeah, my favorite temperature is usually about like 50 to 60s. I love that. Like, in the low 60s is like probably the most ideal for me because I could just open everything. Like, I'm going to open the windows, the doors, and I don't have to worry. You know, I'm not going to freeze, but I'm not going to overheat either. So usually like in the low 60s is the ideal temperature for me. But I don't mind, you know, below 10 or like 15 to 20 degrees, but I'm going to need blankets on blankets on blankets, you know? So I personally love when it's freezing in the winter and I'm just sitting there bundled up in blankets and don't even have the heat on. Like, that's the most ideal thing. Now, the only downside of that is having to get out of the blanket. Need a better Pokemon, don't think might be good. Which one do you have, Hunter? Oh, Malamar. Yeah, Malamar's not going to be too great. I mean, you're welcome to take the Beartic if you want. So if you want to take the Beartic, you can go ahead and take it. That only works till about -20 I found. We have tons of problems with freezing pipes, car batteries. Yeah, no, that is true. You know what's funny? Speaking of cars, so because I live in Arizona, or I live in Vegas now, but because I'm so used to living in Arizona or Vegas and like those hot temperatures, I put water in my windshield fluid because I don't need to put like the special little fluid or get it from the store because it's never going to freeze. So that alone shows you how I would not be able to survive or upkeep a vehicle or a car in a place where it like heavily snows and freezes. Like, I don't mind the weather, but I would not be able to function in it, that's for sure. I would screw up so many things. It's much fun trying to see people counter my team. Yeah, no, I mean, if that's how you want to play it, that's fine. I'm just letting you know. Ooh, it's Pumpkaboo. I like Pumpkaboo. I'm going to go Pumpkaboo way. Yeah, Pumpkaboo. Pumpkaboo has a good shiny, too. I have a Snuggie. Way too good. We have all the weathers good till -40. That's all we use. Yeah. Yeah, no, a nice little blanket, heavy blanket. Oh, I love it. Like, I love wearing a really heavy jacket, too. Like, I own, like, a really intense, heavy coat, but I get to wear it about, like, 2 days out of the year. Like, that's the only downside. But I love a nice, heavy, like, fur coat with, like, a fur hood and stuff. Like, oh, so nice. Feels so comfortable. Yeah, I'm just going to do that. That's fighting or ghost. I miss doing the raids with people. Yeah, I mean, no worries. You're more than welcome to hang out here. Just a heads up, we stream Monday through Friday at the moment. Schedule is definitely going to change in the future. Preferably, I want to stream more, though. But as of right now, stream-wise, I stream Monday through Friday, and start time is usually between 4 to 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Really just depends on my day or what's going on. So that's why I can't put like 100% of start time, but I can at least give you guys 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. I can start as early as 4 p.m., but I may start almost at 6 p.m. And if I'm ever later than that, then I always notify on our Discord. So I always try to keep everybody up to date, and I always try to communicate as much as possible on the Discord for you guys. I just love Discord. Discord is a fantastic, like, tool. Like, seeing the evolution of the internet back in my day, we had that MySpace, and yeah, it's just so crazy to see how, like, we have Discord, we have so many different social media type things, and I think Discord is one of the coolest things because, like, you can connect with so many people, and you can create, like, all these little threads, all these chats. God, I feel like I'm just, like, sounding like a boomer who's, like, amazed because they just discovered how the internet works. Like, I just never actually used Discord, like, to its full advantage until recently, so I'm, like, actually amazed at how much I was missing out. So also, our houses are super insulated to help with winter. It ain't great with no AC in summer. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's one thing that's always funny to me is like how there's, like, houses that exist that don't have air conditioning. Like, to me, that's a death sentence. Like, if you don't have AC, you would literally die. Like, it's an actual law in our in, like, our states and stuff that the electric companies can't just turn off your electric like, without giving, like, an intense warning. Like, you can go, like, a year almost without paying your electric bill, and they can't turn off your, like, electric because like, in the middle of the summer, or no, I'm sorry. So it's not that you can go a year, it's you can go, like, literally the whole summer without paying your electric bill, and they can't turn off your electric because it's literally a, like, life hazard, you know. So it's so crazy. Like, it gets that hot that they had to make a law for the electric companies that they can't turn off your electric because of your AC in the middle of the summer. So yeah, I can't imagine, like, not having air conditioning in a house. But I mean, it makes sense because there's obviously, like, the places I've visited that don't have it are always beautiful. Like, or they are never truly that hot usually. So you don't actually need one. Yeah, I'll take leftovers. Boomer, yeah. No, that I am a boomer when it comes to some technology, because, like, I'm so used to technology and, like, internet stuff from back in, like, 2008. Like, that was when I was, like, at my prime for, like, learning all of the things of the internet and stuff, and I felt like I was, like, on the top end, and I feel like I'm restarting now, trying to learn all these different programs and everything. Like, I always have used them, but I've never used everything to its full potential. So, because I used to, like, sit there and I used to edit videos and make YouTube videos back in, like, the early 2000s, and back then it was so much easier and it was such a simple process. But at the same time, it's so cool now at what you can do, like, with that stuff. So yeah, I am absolutely a boomer when it comes to technology, even though I literally work in the technology industry. So we will smack down this guy. Also use physical. I'm gonna screech it. Whoever maxes the Pelifine. Good old game good old game facts. The forum days, yeah. Oh man, like, that was amazing to me. Freaking instant messenger and stuff like that. Like, was it AIM? Like, that stuff was nuts. You could just sit there and message people instant time. Like, I still remember text messaging when that first became a thing. We used to have to pay 15, or it was like 50 cents or like 5 cents per text message. Or it might have been 50 cents. I think it was 50 cents per sent text message, 5 cents per received text message back in my day. We also couldn't make phone calls before 7 or 9 o'clock. AIM, MSN. Yeah, MSN was actually the one that I used more so than AIM. But yeah, back in my day, we'd sit there and we'd text each other. We'd have to text each other a real long paragraph because we didn't want to pay 50 cents per text. Yeah, no, that was beautiful. All right, 145. Can we get ourselves a shiny? Let's see. Nothing? Aw. Well, hopefully we can get something. Like, I really just want to finish this Rayquaza so we can move on to Kyogre. Like, 145. That is something. Alright, well, let me know if anybody else got anything in the chat. We're going to take a look, see if we got anything here. We got Combuskin, Beartick, Gorgeist, Rayquaza. Ah, we didn't get nothing. Still nothing. Well, hopefully somebody else can get something, or we can at least get something on this next run here, because we are going to jump straight into the next run. Gonna get that room open here in just a second. Alright, room is open for anybody who wants to join. It is first come, first serve. Code is 8569-8569. $2003, baby. Most boomer thing for me was that touchscreens was still new, and I thought the keypad was the coolest, and mobile gaming was awesome with mostly Angry Birds. That's your first introduction to mobile gaming, was Angry Birds. Oh, that's funny. My first introduction to mobile games was Centipede, I think. Yeah, I think it was Centipede. And Jetpack Joyride was something everyone was talking about. Oh, what was it? There was like a parachute game too on like the old Nokias that I remember playing a bunch too. Man, that game was like the simplest, dumbest game, but I enjoyed it for some reason. Oh man, that's crazy. We still got one slot left here. We are going to start with 30 seconds remaining if we don't fill up here, but if anybody wants to join, you still got a chance. I liked being born in the 90s and growing up with tech evolving. Never got really stuck on any tech. I was a very, like, techie person. Like, I started getting into computers and everything at, I want to say, like, the age of, like, 9 or 10. And that was because, like, online gaming and MMOs just became a thing. And I ended up getting into those. And, yeah, ever since then, I've always been into the internet. And I think the internet is the greatest creation man has ever made to this day, because it has shaped our world incredibly. And yeah, most of my best friends and my good friends I have met online. And back in my day, people would be thinking that that's the weirdest thing and they would make fun of me for it, but it's like, it's so normal now. Like, it's so much easier to meet people online, and I think it's the best thing ever. Best and worst for sure. I mean, it's got some downsides, but if we're being overall honest, the internet is the greatest creation and the biggest evolution we have made, like, in pretty much, like, centuries. Like, I can't think of anything that has evolved us more than the internet. Besides maybe the wheel. Even then, I don't even think... No, the wheel didn't even evolve us that much. Like, maybe the discovery of electricity would have to be, like, the next closest thing, I would say, since sliced bread. Oh, my bad. All right, we're going to go ahead and jump in here. I'll take the Lanoon. That pickup's going to come in clutch in this Dynamax adventure. Let's see. The pattern lock strings I thought was awesome. Drawing on your phone with the Glow Pen app and Glow Hockey was shit. Best and worst for sure for everything. Great thing. There is one that it's just as bad. I mean, there's definitely bad stuff for sure, but I will always stick by that since we really were able to use electricity. See. No, the light bulb. I mean, the light bulb is actually a fantastic invention, but all the light did is make us see the truths of our world. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, that's awful. It just made us see the darkness of our humanity. Oh my god. That is awful. Alright, what are we dealing with here? I'm going to say the ferry route. Oh, that was Swampert. Aw. Swampert's probably going to murder us, though, so we probably needed to go this way. My little brother won't stop bothering me about wanting to watch High School DxD. Oh, no. No, we don't. Don't do that. I'm assuming your little brother is very little, so I would not recommend that. I mean, to each their own. Too late? Ugh. Let's see. Lure special attack. I'll just baby doll eye. What do you mean, to each your own, Lodi? What are you referring to? Just the internet discussion we were having, or? I was his age finding it out. So I can comprehend any negatives related. Yeah, I mean, I did discover a lot of things at a pretty young age. Just enjoying... Oh, just enjoying the High School DxD thing. Yeah. I actually did... I recently tried watching it because, like, I've heard so much about it, you know, obviously what it is about. And, yeah, it's... I can see why people make a big deal of it, but it's not actually as bad as I thought it was going to be. Like, it seems like for me, it's about on par with, what is it? What's that one, the other high school anime that was the zombie one that was all fan service? A High School of the Dead or something like that. I don't know. That's the one I always remember. So every time I hear High School DxD, it makes me think of the zombie high school anime. But I will say that one, High School of the Dead. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that one. I mean, it's about on par with that, I'd say. And oh my god, I do no damage to this guy. Just tell him the word big boobies. I don't know who. Yeah, High School of the Dead. I remember that. You know, back in my day, that was the High School DxD, so I always thought they were going to be pretty similar. High School DxD is definitely worse because of the scripting. Like, that's what actually makes High School DxD, I think, bad, is the scripting. Like, it definitely has some fan service, but the fan service is on par with High School of the Dead. But the scripting and, like, some of the stuff they say, that's what really makes High School DxD a step up. Shiny Bisharp is blue, so we will catch him with a dive ball. But yeah, I remember some real bad, like, fan service animes back in the day. Like, I remember Girls Bravo. I tried watching that, and it was like, I think that was an isekai, and that was like an isekai before isekais were isekais, pretty much. Like, before isekais were, like, majorly a thing like they are now. Actually, Bisharp isn't awful. Yeah, I was going to say, somebody should take the Bisharp, so... That's the one. My brother closed the door because he doesn't want mom to see. I mean, that's understandable. If I was a teenager or, you know, younger, I wouldn't have wanted my mom to see. But I stopped caring about that after... after I turned 18. Let's see. I'll just go with the item. Oh, shit, that was a Rangaroo? Oh my god, into Peloswine too? Oh no! Well, I wasn't paying attention. Oh no, the Eviolite doesn't work. Dang it! I'm not the Galarian. This sucks. That was my bad. I don't even know why I'm taking Quick Claw, actually. Quick Claw is useless because I'm just going to baby doll eyes. Ugh. He said, yeah, that is pretty young to be watching that type of stuff. Like, the worst thing I watched when I was around that age was, like, Dragon Ball. Which, believe it or not, Dragon Ball, the original Dragon Ball, was actually kind of bad. Like, but I didn't understand it enough to, like, you know, actually... to care. But yeah, that was what I remember as a kid. Is I watched Dragon Ball, then Dragon Ball Z, And I absolutely loved those as a kid. I never was actually a fan of like some of the like really young kid shows and stuff. I'd only watch them if I had to. Like the only time I would watch the really young kid shows was when I convinced like my parents or something to stay home, like let me stay home from school because I was sick. So I'd convince them, and then it's like you realize you stayed home, and then you realize, oh wow, there's nothing on TV. Why did I stay home? This sucks. So you end up watching like some of the, young kid shows. God, Roly Poly Oly. That shit was a fever dream. I stopped caring about showing my grandma that I drew at 18. Ugh. I was his age when I found out the female body exists and started getting curious as a normal part of child development. I don't know. I mean, I agree with Lodi in the aspect of to each their own on that one. Look, long as nothing inappropriate or illegal comes from it, then yeah, whatever. That's a bit too deep a topic that I'd like to get into, so I'll stick out of it. Classic Canadian television. Was Canadian like television different from American? I'm curious actually. Like, did you have like a lot of the like same kids cartoons and kids channels, or was Canada different? Because I do remember like a lot of the dubbing for a lot of our shows happened in Vancouver. So like a lot of the voiceover that came from like animes and different stuff was actually from Vancouver. And even to this day, Vancouver is one of like the biggest like dubbing stations outside of Dallas and Los Angeles, and then I think Atlanta is pretty high up there now. Atlanta, Georgia. But yeah, Vancouver is definitely a big one. No, Lunatics felt like a fever dream. I thought it never existed because I only see it once when I was a tiny baby. So in Canada, we have by law that requires networks to show around 50% Canadian television. Really? The other can come from anywhere, but it was mostly the States. Ah, I had no idea. That's legitimately very interesting. Huh. So I genuinely wonder, like, so what shows were like really popular for you as a kid that were from the States that were in Canada? If you remember. We didn't have Cartoon Network. It was mostly streamed under Teletoon. That's weird. I didn't know Cartoon Network didn't reach over there, which is a Canadian broadcaster. Huh. So did you have Disney, like Disney Channel type stuff? Because, I mean, Disney I would say is bigger than Cartoon Network, technically. I don't know about back then, though. Back then, Disney probably wasn't as big as, like, Nickelodeon and all that. Fairly Odd Parents, SpongeBob. Oh, okay. Yeah. And literally anything you grew up on, I did too. Okay. That's interesting, though, that 50% of your stuff. Disney was under the Family Channel. Oh, so Disney didn't actually have their own channel over there. Things that I watch on TV at age 3 literally was 4Kids TV. Yeah, 4Kids was a very, very popular thing for my childhood. Like, 4Kids was get home from school and watch WB Kids, which essentially was 4Kids, and watching, like, all that stuff. Yu-Gi-Oh!, Sonic X, Pokemon, Digimon, Batman, the animated series was on there, Static Shock, Batman Beyond. I think Batman the Brave and the Bold was on WB. I could be wrong. That might have just been Cartoon Network. I can't remember for sure. Oh, hey, Rabombi is actually just a better version of Lanoon. I guess I'll take Rabombi if you guys don't want it. But age 3, I would eat anything. I think it was because I was hungry and we didn't have a lot of food, so I would eat the foam from the plastic plants. I ate a penny once. Hey, I ate a penny once too. I had to actually go to the hospital and get it surgically removed. Yeah. I think my parents still have the penny. I don't know. But yeah, I did that when I was like 3 years old. I don't know why. What possessed me to put a coin in my mouth? Because that, nowadays that's absolutely disgusting, and I would never do that. But as a kid, you don't know better. I ended up swallowing a penny, and it went down my throat like the flat way, so it actually stopped my esophagus. So I was just rushed to the hospital, and they had to surgically remove it. So, fun fact. There's really no reason for me to Dynamax. We didn't have 4Kids. We had 4Kids shows on YTV, like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! Bleach was Teletoon at night. Yeah, Bleach. I remember Bleach was like the very first ever anime I watched as a subbed anime before it got dubbed. Like, that was the very first one. Like, nowadays, I usually watch dub animes, but that's just because of the factor of I love the people who work on the dubbed animes. And, they're very inspiring to me, so I enjoy them. But back then, I remember that was when I used to watch the subs, and I watched Bleach subbed, and that was the first ever anime I watched before it came to the States. And I remember when that aired on, for us, it was Adult Swim, is what Bleach ended up airing on. Which I'm assuming Teletoon, like you said, yeah, that's Cartoon Network, so that was essentially how it worked for us, too. The kind of shows we had that America will never see are insane. Yeah, I am very curious of what French-Canadian shows look like. That's interesting. I never actually thought about it, like it being different. Oh, for some reason I thought Rabombi had baby doll eyes, but it's fake tears. That's fine, though. It's fairy, so I am less likely to die, at least. I don't remember what happened when I ate the penny. I remember what it felt like, too. It was green rust on it, too. Ugh. I can't remember anything from it since I was only 3 years old, so I think my cap for my memory nowadays is about 20 years, so I can't remember anything from when I was like 3. So I can only remember like maybe what happened about 20, maybe 22 years was like my cap of my memory. Other than that, I could not put a time on any of the memories that are even further beyond that, so I couldn't even tell you exactly when those memories happened. So this harshly lower special defense, is that worth it? Yeah, I'll fake tears, because then I can Draining Kiss next turn. Oh no! Oh, I thought you Helping Hands me, but yeah, no, that's Chansey. Oh my god. That was the funniest thing. Oh man. That was funny. Oh, I loved that. Everybody is just Helping Hands. Hey, Solid Crystal. Misclick, no worries. It was funny. You're fine. I just can't believe the computer Helping Hands me and then you Helping Hands. Oh, that's funny. Alright. Also, somehow I remember my first dog name when I could hardly understand English. I knew my dog name was Lady. You don't know how because it was letter 3. I didn't even think I could comprehend English. And also, when we got this around the age of 7 or so, I was truly aware of the existence, realized, oh my god, time is fading fast. I must remember every moment. What happened starting today? Jeez. Elementary school, too. If any, look up Jacob 22, real classic Francophone TV. Interesting. I mean, if you want, you can go ahead, Lodi. I mean, you don't have to do this right now, but you can post, like, if you find something on YouTube, feel free to post it in the Discord, like a link or something in the general chat in the Discord, because The general chat is just pretty much for, you know, whatever. I don't have a specific chat for these type of conversations, but general chat just covers that for us. So, but yeah, that is interesting. I never realized that you guys had like half of your programming was Canadian show. Like you had to do Canadian shows, and then the other half was U.S. I just figured it would be mostly all U.S. just because of the fact of like minus Vancouver. I didn't think you guys actually like generated out like too many TV shows like how LA does and stuff. Because I mean, you know, back then everything was LA. There wasn't even like alternate areas at the time. It was just LA, and New York didn't even do TV shows really at the time. Like very rarely did New York have any involvement in TV shows. They were all about the theater. A lot of the old shows was on Cubo. That was my second phase after 4 kids got murdered. I have no idea what Cubo is. Yeah, for me it was always 4 kids, and then like as I got a little bit older, Toonami, and I remember Toonami being like my favorite because Toonami, which obviously Toonami was the better of the two because Toonami exists again, whereas 4 Kids is still a dead company and defunct. But Toonami, which to be fair, Toonami is actually just a part of Adult Swim, which is a part of Cartoon Network anyway, so they obviously are a lot more successful. But in general, they actually brought back Toonami because Toonami was really good. Like, I still remember when they did that for April Fools. They brought back Toonami for, like, an April Fool's joke. And then, like, they had more people watching that night than they have had in so many years. And they're like, huh, maybe we should bring back Toonami. Have you heard of My Dad the Rockstar? I have heard of My Dad the Rockstar. I hated that show. It was so weird and it was so cringy. I was not a fan. So, yes, I did hear about it. Hopefully you're not going to tell me like, oh yeah, my dad worked on it. Because then I'll be like, oh no. No, I'm just kidding. But no, it really was a cringy show. I did not like that show. It was so weird. Was that a Canadian thing? Was My Dad the Rockstar like an actual Canadian thing, or are you just like saying it? My dad had me grow up on Spider-Man and Transformers. I love I like Spider-Man, but what I was going to say is I loved Transformers. Transformers, I think, was it Cybertron? Transformers Cybertron or Energon or something? I know my favorite Transformers series was the one that had Unicron in it, because I always thought Unicron was like so crazy cool because he was like the size of a planet. A show about Gene Simmons, starring Gene Simmons. Oh, it is Canadian. I never realized it was Canadian. I also didn't even realize it was Gene Simmons who did it all. I mean, it makes sense, but God, I hated that show. It was so weird. He didn't want me watching My Little Pony, but I watched it anyways. My dad also allowed me to watch Family Guy, Samurai Jack, and Boondocks, and let me stay up late at night. Samurai Jack. Oh, I love the new season of Samurai Jack that they did to finish off Samurai Jack. It was so good. I did not expect it to be as good as it was. Because, like, usually, you know, it ends up not being as good afterward. I forgot to count this run, so this is 146. I'm pretty sure I didn't count it. Hopefully. Let's see. Let me take a look here, and then we'll get back to chat here. So, Bisharp, nope. Bellawesome, nope. Rabombi, nope. And Tang, still no shinies. If anybody else got a shiny, let me know. But we are going to go ahead and jump into another. So, give me just a second here to get it up and running. God, I really want to move on. I really want to do Kyogre. But I know if I like decide to move on and not just like get the Rayquaza, then I'm just gonna procrastinating on the Rayquaza too long, so I just want to get it over with and get it done. So we will go as far as it takes us to get this damn Rayquaza. But, yeah, I mean, I am so fed up with this Nope Rope, and I just want to be done with it. It is. I'm going to join the next DA at 2 hours and 30 minutes mark. All right. Well, yeah, we should probably finish this one in about 10 minutes. That's probably about the average, a little over 10 minutes or so for each run. But we do have another slot open if anybody else does want to jump in. Otherwise, we will start at about 30 seconds remaining here. "16" was another cult classic. I never actually got into 16. Like, I watched a couple of episodes here and there, but I never actually got into it, really. Some of the things I do remember, but they were obviously kind of a little bit more adult, because for us, they were on MTV, was like Daria. I remember Daria, and I really enjoyed that as a kid. Daria, because it was just like edgy, so of course as a kid, I was like, ooh, edgy cartoon. But yeah, I remember Daria. Hey, Professor Koji! Raiden, thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had a good stream there. Did you catch any shinies or anything like that there? Kylo as well is Canadian. I did not know that. Huh. So we are going to jump into a run here. If anybody wants to jump in, you are definitely more than welcome to. We're going to start here in about 20 seconds remaining. We'll start. So we have one more slot open if anybody does want to jump in last moment here. Hey, I hope the stream is well. Yeah, no, stream's going good. We're no shinies yet, but we're having a good time here. So great stream. We played Arena Sun on the ladder. Oh, okay. So you didn't do any like shiny hunting or anything? I know Total Drama was Canadian. Was Total Drama Canadian too? Huh. I did watch Total Drama Island. I do remember that. Like, it was one of those shows, though, that I would just casually watch if it was on. I never actually was like, oh, I love this show or not, you know? Hey, Kyogers, is that it? Thank you so much for that follow. I appreciate you. How are you doing today? I shiny hunt. Ah, okay, so you shiny hunt in the morning. Gotcha. Did you have any luck or anything in your shiny hunting then this morning? All right, we're going to jump in here. Hopefully we can get ourselves some Ice Mons. Ooh, it's the Basculin with Ice Fang. I'll take it. Lycanroc is actually super good too. But yeah, I do remember Total Drama Island. It was okay. It was just one of those things. It goes back to what I was saying before, where it's like you like stay home and there's nothing else to watch, you know, and it's like right before school's done or something, or it's like nighttime and you're waiting for something good to come on Toonami or something like that, and they're running Total Drama Island right before. That I remember. Let's see. Ooh, do we have the Celio? No, I want my Celio. Where's my baby? We got some rock. Oh, that's Aurorus to the far left. Okay, so I don't care which way we go as long as we end up far left. So we do want far left because the Aurorus is insane. So that'll be nice. So Aurorus could literally carry us. But I will gladly take this Toxtricity here for its shiny, because it has a really sweet shiny. This into Didion, then Aurorus. Oh, was Didion in the next one? Didi. Oh, that's another one. Dexter's Lab. I remember Dexter's Lab. I love Dexter's Lab. Yeah, we will Dynamax. Why not? We got a super effective. Getting company over here from the pug. Love the 90s cartoons the most. Yeah, I love those older cartoons. Like, I did love Fairly Odd Parents. SpongeBob is great. Like, SpongeBob is just classic. Greatest things came from SpongeBob. Yeah, Ren and Stimpy was pretty good. Invader Zim was good. I will say Invader Zim had like a bit of an overrating to it, in my opinion. Like, everybody said how amazing it was, but like, it was really good. Don't get me wrong. I loved Invader Zim, but like, it wasn't like the best thing ever. And people acted like it was the best thing ever. So, but I definitely liked it. The cartoons I had in the 2000s was just gross out humor, and I hated it. Yeah, there was a lot of weird cartoons that they would come out with that I really disliked. Which was also created by a Canadian. Really? Are you talking about the Invader Zim or Ren and Stimpy? Because, I mean, either one, I didn't know that was Canadian as well. Ren and Stimpy? Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. Yeah, I love that show, but it definitely did not... it should not have ended up on Nickelodeon. Invader Zim should definitely not have ended up on Nickelodeon, because it was not a kid show. Like, that was an adult cartoon for sure. Toxtricity is like a purplish, so we're going to catch it with a heal ball here. Invader Zim is true American culture. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, you can have the Toxtricity if you want there. Oh, Toxtricity has plus. Wait, weren't we talking about this the other day? Where, like, there was, like, nothing that had plus? Because we were talking about, like, minus. Wait, you said there was a DD in here? Where did you see DD in? Oh, the electric. I'm dumb. I forgot DD in is electric. Oh, minus is the one that nothing has. Okay, that's what it was. Alright, I am back. The pug was acting ridiculous. He was wanting to play a bunch. Let's see. I guess a liquidation. Johnny Test. Oh, I hated Johnny Test. I'm sorry, Lodi, but that was like one of the cartoons I truly hated. Like, I tried to like it. I really did. Because, like, I loved Dexter's Laboratory, so I was like, ooh, this looks like it could it has potential, but it just never did it for me. I'm sorry. But I couldn't stand Johnny Test. And it was always on, too. That was my issue with it. Little Bear, Franklin, and the Backyardigans are also Canadian. I did watch Little Bear and a little bit of Franklin. I never watched Backyardigans, but I did love Little Bear. That was like one of the few like kid shows that I actually enjoyed as a kid. I love trying. The PPG was the best. I don't know if that's a reference towards Johnny Test, but yeah, I did not like Johnny Test. The Berenstein Bears as well. You know, funny enough, I don't remember like the Berenstain Bears cartoon or anything, but I definitely remember the books, like as a kid. Didion has a sweet shiny, but unfortunately it's brown, and we can't really compliment that. Oh, Powerpuff Girls. Yeah, I love Powerpuff Girls. Powerpuff Girls was great. Like that, I was a huge fan of Powerpuff Girls. I loved Tom Kenny. I mean, all the stuff that Tom Kenny pretty much played in was like mostly gold. He is just amazing. Like I loved him in the new Samurai Jack season that they ended it with. Oh, so good. Probably I would recommend you taking this, Lodi. Oh, I mean, I have Ice Fang. Yeah, I mean, oh, the computer was going to take it. Oh, okay, that works. But yeah, Lodi, if you want, did you want to go ahead and take the Auroras, or do you want me to take the Auroras? I guess, you know what, no, I probably should take the Auroras because I have Life Orb, so I'll do a lot of damage. And you have the glasses, which unfortunately, Auroras's ice move is physical. So I'll just take the Auroras since I'll probably deal most damage. I remember the books more too. Yeah, that's what I remember. Recess. Yeah, I loved Recess. Recess was a good cartoon. I remember watching that. Like, if we want to talk about a show that was always on, like, while school was going on, it was Recess. Like, I remember watching that when I stayed home from school a lot. Yeah, Recess was a good one. Man, what other cartoons? We already mentioned, like, the good old classic SpongeBob and Fairly Odd Parents. Jimmy Neutron was pretty good. Oh, Ed, Edd and Eddy. Ed, Edd and Eddy is, like, that was a great cartoon. That stuff was so entertaining as a kid. I loved that. Yeah, I can go ahead and Dynamax. I'm super effective, so that actually works. But yeah, let's see. Ed, Edd and Eddy. Man. I hated and still do hate Ed, Edd and Eddy as a kid now. Really? I thought it was really good. I loved Ed, Edd and Eddy. I definitely appreciated it more as I got older, though, I will say that. Because as a kid, I thought it was okay. But, like, when I started to get a little bit older, I definitely enjoyed watching it. Like, as a kid, I will say I enjoyed Fairly Odd Parents a little bit more than I enjoy it now. But as far as Ed, Edd and Eddy, I developed more like towards it now. It was gross. It did have some pretty, like, gruesome, gross stuff. Not gruesome, but, you know, some pretty raunchy things in it. I mean, it still wasn't as bad as, like, Rocko's Modern Life or Ren and Stimpy. Speaking of which, Rocko's Modern Life, that's a great one. Rocko's Modern Life, and then, what was it? Real Monsters. Oh, I love Real Monsters. Real Monsters is amazing. Mickey Mouse, House of Mouse. Yeah, everybody knows House of Mouse. Like, that was the show that you'd watch as well if you stayed home from school. I remember that. Like, that was just always a classic. Yeah, it was always on. I remember watching that all the time. That's the good show. Let me get a sniff of that. Let's see. What did I say with the Auroras? Oh, yeah, I'll take the Auroras. I mean, I guess technically Morgan could have taken the Auroras as well, but yeah, it's fine. We should be fine. We don't have any deaths, I don't think. Just before Power Rangers. Yeah, I loved me some Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers was that was like the only one I really liked, though. I couldn't get into the other Power Rangers, but I loved Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. One Saturday Morning? Is that like an actual show? One Saturday Morning? Or I never actually have heard of that. Seven Little Monsters. I never heard of Seven Little Monsters. More Canadian TV. That one was wild. Okay, so that was specifically a Canadian one. Yeah, I never heard of Seven Little Monsters. I just remember Real Monsters. I grew up with the OG Power Rangers. I think was on a tape or something. I don't know how I watched it because it's like a 90s, a 1900s cartoon, a 90s. I'm assuming you mean 90s, 1900s cartoon. It was on ABC. I didn't watch much ABC as a kid. Like the top things I watched as a kid was WB, Cartoon Network, occasional Nickelodeon, and what's it called? A little bit of Disney Channel. I actually didn't watch Disney Channel as much. Like my favorite movies when it comes to cartoons definitely are Disney movies, but Disney Channel it just never hit as good as like Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon did. Like they had some good things here and there, obviously, you know, like House of Mouse is a classic, but yeah, it was not anything crazy. I never really cared for it too much. Oh wow, we got the paralysis. All right. Hannah Montana. I'm not going to lie, I watched it. Like it was not bad. Like I never cared. Oh my god. I never cared for Billy Ray Cyrus much, but I always liked Miley Cyrus. And you know, she actually turned out okay. Like I know a lot of people, like all the like boomer parents and stuff, or all like all the Karens are all like, "Oh, my baby is idolizing this girl, and now she's doing things like smoking marijuana. She's smoking the devil's lettuce now." But like, honestly, she seems pretty down to earth. Like I don't blame her for any type of like things that she did, because like imagine how stressful it is as a kid. I mean, in general, we're just now finding out how awful it is, like with the kid actors back then and the type of crap they went through and the lifestyles they had. Like for her, it probably wasn't quite as bad as some of the others, just because she obviously had like a very successful father. But, you know, there was all types of mental trauma that happened to all these kids because it was not a good environment. All right, that puts us at 147, so we're going to count it here. I'm proud to say I watched it. Same with Wizards of Waverly. I loved Wizards of Waverly Place. That's So Raven too. I never watched Cory in the House. Like, I never could get into that one. But I loved That's So Raven, and I loved Wizards of Waverly Place. I loved Selena Gomez. The best anime to exist. Why does everybody call Cory in the House the best anime? I don't understand. Oh, isn't it because like it was like on the anime list on like Netflix or something for a while? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was like a meme. That's right. God. I'm like, why does everybody keep calling it that? But yeah, it was like a meme or something, huh? Alright, let's see if we get ourselves a shiny here. Didion, Auroras, and dang. Well, no shiny here. It's just a great meme. Yeah, I forgot about that meme, honestly. But yeah, I never personally got into it. But I did like Wizards of Waverly Place. That's a Raven. Lizzie McGuire. That was another real life show thing. I did watch Ned's Declassified. I enjoyed Ned's Declassified. I feel like that one is definitely an underrated one. All right, we are going to jump into another one here. So if y'all want to join, the code is 8569-8569. Room is going to be open. You can also do !join if you need to for the code. Willy Wonka's actors had to go through hell. Yeah, like the Willy Wonka kids and everything. It's awful. Like the type of experience, you know, even from what we found out with what's her name. I don't know if anybody watched iCarly, but I loved iCarly. That shit was hilarious. Like iCarly was such a good live action like little show. I loved it so much. But yeah, iCarly with the whole thing with Jeanette McCurdy, like, oh, it's awful. I feel so bad for her. I've heard nothing but horror stories from child actors. Yeah, no, it's awful, the type of like like stories they have and the type of abuse and trauma they went through, and like the whole time we're just sitting there as kids, you know, watching it, not knowing, and idolizing them, thinking like, oh, they're so amazing and stuff, but like, no, they went through some shit. I would not have wanted to go through that. Yeah, she had to go through awful stuff, like, and I really loved her as a kid. Like, I she was like one of my favorites as far as like kid actors and stuff go, at the time and stuff, was her. Like, you know, I was a huge fan. I just loved iCarly in general. That was a good show. I haven't watched like I don't even know if it's out yet, but I haven't watched like the reboot thing that they're doing. I don't know if I would, to be honest, just because she's not in it. So it's like, yeah. Dan's foot fetish is the wildest thing to look back on. Oh, yeah, I know. Before, like, people really recognized fetishes as fetishes and, like, what it actually was. Oh, so awful. Yeah, no, it was obvious there. But, yeah, there's a lot of things as a kid you just don't even catch. Like, man, another show, too, obviously, what stemmed iCarly was Drake and Josh. I love Drake and Josh, even though Drake's kind of a piece of shit. But, you know, it is what it is. But, yeah, at least Josh turned out pretty good, and he's living a nice, healthy life. Seems like he had a pretty, like, okay experience and stuff as a kid, from what we know. So there's one more slot left here. We are going to jump in a second here. So if nobody else wants to join, let me know in the chat if you do still want to join, and we can maybe remake it or try. But otherwise, we're just going to go ahead and jump in. Friend's cousin went to school with Miranda Cosgrove. Yeah, Miranda Cosgrove seems really cool. Like, with how Jemette McCurdy was talking about her and stuff, definitely seems like she's a really good person. I guess Beware. Oh, hey, Starmie. Starmie's pretty good. Oh, that makes me sad, though, because that means we can't get a shiny Starmie. Good TV back then. Something about these teen shows from that area. Yeah. All right. Water. I see a Wilmer and some type of little thing. I don't know what the electric is. Noctowl, Stunfisk. Ooh, this is not looking good. Pangoro, Scolipede. Oh, I'm not seeing anything unless there's something here on the left, because I'm not seeing anything on the right. Pukumuku is the water. Oh, God. Yeah, no. We don't want that. Oh, boy. Well, this will be an interesting run. I mean, Pukumuku is not the worst, but God, is he... I mean, so here's the thing with Pukumuku. If the enemy is poisoned, he is, like, one of the best. If it's not poisoned and you can't poison it, he's legitimately useless. I guess I'm baby doll-izing because I can't do anything else to this thing. I don't know if the Obstagoon has anything, but that's the computer, unfortunately, so hopefully. A very gimmicky mon. Yeah, no, he's super gimmicky. I thought Steel was weak to fighting. Yeah, fighting... Well, no. Fighting is strong against Steel, but Steel isn't like... I don't think Steel is... Like, when a Steel attacks fighting, I don't think it's like half damage. I'm pretty sure it's just neutral still. I could be wrong. It's always so confusing for me, like which ones is like, oh, this is super effective against it, but if it uses a move that's its own move, it's just neutral against this, instead of being like half damage. So, I know Steel is weak to fighting, but I don't know if Steel can affect fighting when a Steel move is used on a fighting type. That's the things that always throw me off. You want the image in the Discord? Yeah, you can post images and stuff in the Discord. Oh yeah, I see your Jacob Tutu. Let me see here. Oh my god. Ooh, that was loud on my end. You guys couldn't hear it, but that was loud. Oh, you posted the full episode. Jeez. Oh yeah, this is a hell of a Canadian show. They talking about living in Montreal here and everything. This straight up just looks like a short to like a book. Oh, you know what this actually reminds me of a bit, which is a really good cartoon, was As Told by Ginger. Like As Told by Ginger and Wild Thornberries. Those are some good ones. I loved those. Shows the resistance real well. Don't bother about trading the mobile. It takes to hatch it. That's a lot. I think random encounters. So, Scoreboy, if you don't know, you can use Flame Body in your first slot, and then that'll cut the time in half for how many steps it takes to hatch an egg. So, it's not too bad. Oh, okay, you have the flame body. All right, just wanted to make sure, because I mean, with flame body, does it still take five? I don't think it still takes 5,000 steps, does it? I don't know. You're talking to the wrong person. I've been hatching Dino eggs for like a long time, and those are like the highest ones since they're pseudo legendaries. So, I just try to take get as many eggs as possible, fill up a box, and then just put them all in one thing so they all hatch at the same time. I feel like that's easier for me, and I can like do things on the side that way without having to pay too much attention. Love my boy Nigel. Okay. Pokemon type just. Jeez, that chart is like loaded. So then steel. Okay, yeah, so steel. Fighting ground. Okay. Yeah, like that's so weird how like steel does normal damage against fighting. Man, so rock and grass truly get screwed over by a lot of typings, huh? Bisharp, let's catch it in a dive ball. I love how it's just like fighting, strong against normal, normal. Just nothing. Yeah, no, it is an image that's a lot easier to kind of decipher. I'm going to get a shiny Milcery first, then do the one that will take the longest. Random encounter, a small while. Just a bit easier than usual tries. It's Fairy Steel, which is great in case I have to fight against a solo steel themed team. Yeah, no, Mawile is great. Mawile is insane. Like, when Mawile had a Mega Evolution, it was legitimately, like, crazy good. This is Durant. So Durant has Metal Sound. I'm excited to see if... Oh, wait. Oh, never mind. I don't think it can... Or no, it can be. It can be. Shedinja. I want to see somebody theme a bug team and use Shedinja. You're going to gamble? Alright. I'll let it go to you then. Because they gave that thing a huge power. That thing was monster. Yeah, no, it was insane with the Mega Evolution. Ooh, nice. You got the Galarian Wheezing. Yeah, that's super good. So we actually at least have damage now. That's really good. So I probably can't use a solo fairy team in online because I'll get my butt kicked to hell and heaven and Middle Earth. What do you mean? Like online? I mean, if you're trying to use it competitively, I'm going to tell you right now, probably most of the teams that are made are not going to really work competitively because of the fact that, you know, most legendaries are used competitively. There's very few teams that use no legendaries whatsoever. But I mean, that's kind of the point of the whole theme battle and stuff, is so we're just not sitting there playing standard competitive, because, like, that's boring. That Zexion, yeah. My R key on my keyboard is broken. It's falling off. I don't want to use legendaries in online. I mean, I'm just saying, like, as far as competitive play goes, I'm not saying anybody specifically here uses legendaries. And I mean, even if you do, I'm not going to sit there and, like, be all like, you use legendaries. Like, that's how you play competitive. Most of the things in competitive are legendaries. So, I mean, yeah, no, that's fine. I use whatever the rule sets let me. Limit of 2, I'll use 2. Yeah, I think, I mean, some of the things that I will keep that they do in competitive is, like, one of the things is you can't have more than one type of item on a Pokemon, because that I do like competitively, because, I mean, it's kind of dumb if, like, every Pokemon has, like, Life Orb, or every Pokemon you're using has Guts, and you're just using Flame Orbs or something. Like, those type of, like, build, like, I'm cool with those builds, don't get me wrong, but, like, I do believe in the whole factor of, like, limiting the items at least. So you can only have a hold item, one type of hold item for each Pokemon. You can't, like, double up, if I'm making sense with that. What is Durant's shiny here real quick? Oh, it's like a... I don't even know. You know what? I'll catch it in a nest ball. It's got green eyes and it's shiny, even though it's not, like, green throughout its body, but nest ball kind of fits with bugs. So, yeah. So we're good. Competitive players aren't good at the game anyways. They just use the same broken mods over and over rather than actually using skill to win. I mean, there's some people that will do things that kind of go above the normal competitive thing. Like, for example, the top Pokemon in I believe the World Championship this week or last weekend was Hitmontop. So that's hilarious. That was the MVP Pokemon, was Hitmontop. You could take it, Lodi, since you're almost dead. Oh, I don't know. Let's see. But that's it's good for a reason. You could play around with the meta, but trying to avoid meta play will just make you lose. Yeah, most of the time if you're avoiding meta, like, the only way is if you're specifically trying to counter the meta. But I mean, that's how all competitive games work. It's like you're either playing, I kind of want the item. You're either playing to counter the meta or you're playing with the meta. Like, that's literally the two options when playing any competitive game. I guess I'll take a Focus Sash, because I'm not going to be attacking with Shell Bell against Rayquaza. I'm going to be Baby Dollizing. The best players are able to build around the meta to counter. Yeah, there you go. If you limit yourself to only using the most OP Pokemon and things with very little counterplay, are you truly good at the game since you're playing half the time? I mean, there's still somewhat of stuff. Like, I'm not at all bashing, like, competitive players who play Pokemon. Like, obviously you have to have a lot of knowledge for the things and you have to do certain things. It's just, it's not fun to me because of the fact that it's the same Pokemon. Like, you can mix them up and stuff, but it ends up being, like, the same Pokemon. So, obviously, with competitive play, the ones who really I respect are the ones that kind of go a little bit outside of that and come up with something and create a new meta because they're countering the existing meta. Because that's really how metas work in competitive games. Is that's how you pretty much are above and beyond. Like, because nobody's going to usually win something and be first place if they're just playing the meta. They have to go above and beyond that by switching it up and coming up with something that slightly alters it, but alters it enough for them to overcome being being the same people, pretty much. Which is why Hitmontop was literally the MVP, and it's a Hitmontop, and that's weird. And it's because Hitmontop works really good with a counter towards the meta, like, of what's being used. So the meta constantly shifts in every game over time because people like that exist. So that's where the actual strategy comes in. Like, obviously, in any competitive game, if you're sitting there and doing the most top tier thing, yeah, you're probably going to be above average, but you're never going to be number one. It'll be good if you always lose, and that's fine. You can play however you want to play. Competitive game is asked because it has limited options on player choice. It's up to who's taking the rules. Either don't run meta, lose, or run meta and win. But you can run meta and lose because someone is better. Yep, that's true. Knowing how to use Pokemon, reading your opponent. Yeah. There's definitely a strategy to it. It's just you're going to see the same stuff over and over if you, like, go on the ladder, and you're going to get tired of it. But eventually you're going to, once you get to the top people, you're going to run into people that are doing things that alter the meta. And that's how it works. Like, each tier of levels in a competitive game changes over time. Like, somebody who plays at the highest level is not going to use the same strategies and the exact same stuff as the person who is just above average. You know, like, for example, somebody who's a gold player is not going to play the same type of, strategy as somebody who is a diamond player, like, in a competitive game. It just doesn't work. So used to girder. I'm so used to the constant meta. It was constantly changing since someone would build counter meta. I'm not saying it's boring, just saying. Yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, but yeah, overall, I think we all agree that, or at least a majority of us agree, I guess I'll say me and Lodi specifically agree that, yeah, it's not necessarily fun. It's still kind of boring at times. So we agree with you in the Factor Scoreboy that, seeing the same Mons over and over, and then, like, somebody only alter, like, playing one Mon from it to counter something, it's boring to me, which is hence why we're doing the theme battle and why I'm trying to come up with, something that's a little bit different, so we're not limited by that, because literally everybody should be playing a lot of different stuff when we do the theme battles. Like, I'm sure there's definitely going to be a couple of Mons who will be duplicate Mons from, like, what somebody else is going to be playing. But, overall, we're going to see a lot of different stuff because of the fact that we're limited to one typing. So you can only really pick so many really good Mons that aren't pseudo-legendaries or, any of those type of things, legendaries, pseudo-legendaries, mythics. You can only really pick so many of them because there's only so many of them that exist in the typings. So then you have to create a strategy or a team that, is a little bit off the wall, where you're using Pokemon that aren't normally used in that typing, but maybe they'll work with some other Pokemon that you're playing it around. The in-depth knowledge they have about this game is insane. Oh, yeah. LTU was the meta for Gen 6 and 7. I've heard they're going to nerf Zexian's ability in Gen 7. I'm assuming you mean Gen 9. Oh, no. I want... Oh, dang. It's not going to hit you on the wheezing for like 2 turns. That sucks. Whatever. I'm still going to Baby Doll Eyes and just try to weaken it as much as possible. 9. Yeah. I'm like, Gen 7 Zexion? Interesting. I think you might be playing with some suspicious people there, Lodi, if you're seeing a Zexion in Gen 7. I recommend Pokemon Showdown. There's way more formats you can do for battling. Pokemon, and you can avoid Ubers and overused. Play monotype. Yeah, I haven't actually messed with Pokemon Showdown. I actually haven't looked on, what is it, Smogon or like any of that stuff in so long. Been playing on it for 10 years. Yeah, I've never actually played on it. I'll have to look into it one of these days. So you can build a team in under an hour. It's really only hitting me right now. Oh, am I dead? Did I? Oh, no, I'm not dead. I just didn't see myself for a second. I'm like, where did I go? Yeah, I'm just going to keep Baby Doll Eyes, and as long as he doesn't have any attack, he can't kill us. Hit yourself. Damn. Ooh, who you going for? Ha! My move worked. My Baby Doll Eyes worked. Oh no, hit yourself, please. Oh my god. Okay. That's actually fine. Okay, the computer finished it. Alright. It can kill me ways I'm too tanky. And it's the way that almost every top player builds teams. It's so fast and easy. Yeah, I know most people play on that. Like, minus the specific people that play competitively, like, on the actual, like, online thing for Pokemon Sword. Nothing on your end? Alright, 148. Let's see what we get. Alright, give us a shiny. Alright, no on the Bisharp. Nope. Nope. Ugh, still no shiny. Alright. Well, we are going to jump into another one here. Probably going to do 2 more for the night, most likely. So these are probably going to be the last 2 runs here. But I'm going to go ahead and open it up in just a second here. And if anybody wants to join, you are definitely more than welcome. The code is 8569, 8569, or you can do !join and jump right in. But it is now open. Something at 150. Yeah, hopefully we can get to 150. We'll stop it there. And hopefully we will get ourselves something finally. Because, yeah, man, this is crazy. We got 1 more slot left here, so if anybody wants to jump in, you are definitely more than welcome. We will start at about 20 seconds or so remaining on the clock, if we don't fill up, that is. Just mean those. I just mean those players will build a team on Showdown to play it out for Sword and Shield. Save some. Who? Don't know what or who, but something. I mean, honestly. Whoops, dropped my controller. Okay. Anyway. Honestly, I am just ready for this Rayquaza. Like, we're almost at 150 runs. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely just want to get this Rayquaza done with. I just hope that when we do finally get this Rayquaza and move on to the Kyogre, excuse me, the Kyogre is the shortest encounters that we'll have yet. Because right now the shortest encounters we've had was 70 encounters before we got a legendary shiny. So hopefully with Kyogre that'll be a lot quicker because of the pain and suffering we're having to go through with this Rayquaza. Ogre in under 20, that would be nice. I would gladly accept that. So we are going to start here in about 20 more seconds or so. So if anybody wants to join, you still have a chance. Let me know if you have any trouble or anything like that. We can always restart. Otherwise, we're just going to go ahead and jump in here in about 10 seconds. If we can beat it 20 if we can beat it 20 times, I know that's the one thing too I'm not looking forward to. I feel like though Kyogre, we're gonna start it, and at first it's gonna be pretty rough, but we'll like get the hang of it. 150 for sure. All right, let's get a ice Pokemon. Ah, no Icemon to start with. Not the best selections actually to start with. Gastrodon's not bad overall. Ooh, Hatterene is good. Hatterene's a good one. Just wide guard. Yeah, I mean, it's just wide guard, and then you just need wide guard, and then like a Lurantis. Like a wide guard right there, like a Kingler wide guard. Like that guy right there. But he's too soon. Too soon, Kingler. Come back later. Ooh, we got a fairy. Alright, is there a Celio on the board? I see a couple waters. Do we have any ice or a Celio? I think that's a Golduck. That is... I don't think that's a Celio. It looks too small. Yeah, no, it's too small. Far right. Oh, is that what it is? War Turtle? Yeah, I mean, at least War Turtle's got Ice Beam. I'm cool with taking that. I think the other water is Golduck, right? That's what it looked like. Oh, God. I don't need you, shiny. Well, if we get the shiny Clefairy, then there is there's one of the prizes for the theme battles. Let's see. If you don't catch it, it can't be shiny. Yeah, that's true, but I'll still catch it. Yeah, I'll use water. I'll use waterfall. I'll make it rain. Make it rain. Strengthens Kingler on his attacks too. Yeah, I'll still catch it. It'll just have to be like one of those, you know, if anybody wants it, then they can have it as a reward there. Oh, wow. Oh, okay, that was a crit. I was going to say, I'm like, Clefairy is taking some damage. Oh my god, never mind. It is... Wait, why is everybody hitting crits? What's happening right now? Oh. Got the reflect up. Why is everybody hitting crits, though? Am I missing something? Or, I think Crabhammer does crit easy, huh? But high horsepower, that's just a coincidence. Okay, I thought that was going to be a crit for a second. I'm like, what? I am, though, just going to catch in a regular Pokeball since we already got this guy shiny. Yeah, I'll take it. I don't mind being the support. I'll be the medic. Oh, it's Slowking. It's not Golduck. I just saw like the little like spikies and I thought that was like the head of Golduck for a second. But no, that's Slowking. Pretty sure Slowking is pretty garbage, but it's got a War Turtle back there. I mean, overall, I'm probably going to hang on to the Clefairy. Also very tanky, so it might be rough. Oh, is the Slowbro tanky? Or Slowking, rather? I mean, I've got Magical Leaf. I don't know if... I don't think anybody else has anything super effective. I've never realized, though, that Slowking is that tanky. Oh, boy. Let's see. Oh, yeah. He's got quite a bit of special defense there. Yeah. Yeah, so he's got some tankiness there. Oh no! Don't go for our little Doug trio. It's a special attacker, but doesn't it have like mostly physical moves, I think? So maybe I should reflect. I'm pretty sure it was him who has physical moves. It's either him or Slowbro that has a physical move set. Let me see if I can bring it up here before I'm too late here. Slowking, Dynamax, Adventure, Slowking, Razor Shell, Ice Punch. Yep. Okay. Future Sight is the only one that is special, I believe. So I'll put up the reflect. I should have done that earlier, actually. Yep, there's the Razor Shell. Ha! Oh, you used Life Dew. That's perfect. I was going to Life Dew, but since you did, I'll go ahead and just attack. Yeah, that should... the Doug Trio should be good. Hey, Nas QX or Nas, how are you doing? What are you up to this evening? Or at least for me, it's evening. I don't know what part of the world you're in right now. I can go ahead and Dynamax. Yeah, it gives me extra damage. Just started a Wonderlock. What's a Wonderlock? I've never actually heard of Wonderlock. I know Nuzlocke. Yeah, I've never actually heard of Wonderlock. I know about Nuzlocke, and I know I've always wanted to do a Nuzlocke too. Oh, right. Okay, yeah, I remember that now. I have heard of that actually. That's right. Catch one Pokemon per route, and then I wonder. Oh, you can only catch one per route. I didn't know that part. I just remembered, yeah, the Wonder Trade thing. That's why they call it Wonderlock. That's right. That's cool. You doing it on Sword and Shield, or are you doing it on a different version? Yeah, Shield. That's cool. That actually sounds fun. That sounds nice though, just kind of relaxing, doing yourself some Wonderlock. Yeah, we are doing the Dynamax adventure, not having too much luck tonight. So, we're actually reaching near the end here. This is going to be our second to last run, but I'm glad to hear you're hanging out with us. I'm getting Crown Tundra today, then I'm grinding on my main. Oh, nice. Yeah, the DLC is definitely worth it. Like, it is so much fun. By far one of the best things I think they have ever come out with. So, highly recommend it. But yeah, you could definitely hang out with us then once you get your DLC and the Dynamax adventure, and then we could do some Dynamax adventure here. Right now we've been hunting for Rayquaza. Our last one was the Groudon, so... Do you already have the Shiny Charm on your main? I'm not going to take the Slowking. To be honest, I don't think the Slowking is that great just because it's special attack, but it's got all physical attacks. Like, I always hate the moveset on Slowking in this. Can you catch legendaries? Yeah, so how it works is you can catch legendaries. If you take them, then that's it. That's like all you get it, and then you're done. But if you don't select them to catch them at the end, then you have a chance to get it shiny, which is why you'll see like we have a number of 148. So we've done 148 runs of Rayquaza trying to get ourselves a shiny Rayquaza. So it's the best way you can shiny hunt. And if you have like the shiny charm, your odds are actually really good. It's a 1 in 100 chance to get the shiny legendary. So this is actually the best way to get shiny legendaries at this time. So definitely worth getting, and definitely worth playing. So right now we're just trying to get as many shiny legendaries as we can before Scarlet and Violet come out, and then we will be playing that for sure, and you know, see how see what type of new stuff we get in Scarlet and Violet. Hopefully we get some cool new shiny hunting methods. I have normal and Isle of Armor decks. Nice. Yeah, I actually have not finished my Isle of Armor or my Crown Tundra, I think. How low are we actually? I haven't even been paying attention. Do I need to life do? Wow, I do no damage. That is a rip. I want to get the shiny char. I went to get the shiny charm week 1. Yeah, I got the shiny charm as soon as possible. Like, I actually completed it before I finished the Elite Four. But to be fair, I had a lot of help because since I have Sword, you have to like get people from Shield or get, you know, somebody to help you out. So I had a lot of help with finishing my Pokedex and getting the shiny charm. But this one was definitely like one of the easiest shiny charms to get, at least. I want a job by next month so I can get enough to buy the game, but I never hear back for anything. I set up for Genji Line Sushi Cook on the 7th of this month. Well, good luck there, Scoreboy, on trying to find a job. I mean, I would think their job market could be... Yeah, I mean, the job market... The problem is like, there's quote-unquote jobs available, but they're usually not the jobs anybody wants, you know, so that's the main issue. It's worse when you have to find one that is suitable for you because I fail Starbucks. I mean, honestly, working like in front of people is not for everybody. Like when I first started working, I hated working in front of people and like having to socialize with like random strangers and make them think that like, you know, I don't know, just like sit there and cater to people like that. Because in those type of customer service jobs, having to cater for people who are ungrateful is like the worst feeling ever. You know, when you're doing something that, you know, doesn't benefit you and you're just doing it to earn some money and they're just kind of, you know, a-holes about everything, it's literally the worst. So my thing is, you better enjoy your job if you're working for customer service, because the customer service part is never the enjoyable part. It's always the, like, whatever you're doing with the job. Oh, God, he's blasting. He's got, yeah, I just got good at pretending. Yeah, that's pretty much how I was. Use fake it. But even then, I got sick of that. Like, it's awful. Like, the fact that you have to do that to sit there and earn a living sometimes is awful. You know, it just ain't right. You know, some people can do it. I personally can't. I hate it. And I did it for so long, too, before I truly realized, like, wow, this is not what I want to do. But yeah, well, I would just keep applying there. If you're just looking to get a job to earn some extra money, especially if you don't have any bills too. Like, if you don't have any major bills there, Scoreboy, look for a job. Find a basic job. That's it. I'm going to hold on to the Clefairy still, because I'm going to use Reflect, and then after Reflect, I'll use Life Dew. If I'm still alive, that is. Alright, let's get this shiny Nope Rope. I don't need to pay any bills. I just want money in my pocket to save up for my own house or get started with VTube streaming art and maybe video games. Yeah, no, that's definitely the way to do it. Like, that is the one thing that I wish I got to enjoy a bit longer, was when I was working a job and I did not have to pay bills. Because in that standpoint, any money is just extra money. So I definitely miss those days, and I recommend to take advantage of those days as much as possible. Ah, damn it, asshole. He straight up went for me. I didn't even get to reflect. That's a rip. Oh well. Can I get a bonus or a buff? of some sorts. I need my own car though because my grandma I know for a fact has the money to buy me one. But refused to buy one for me because she believes everyone should be useful. I mean, that's just how it is. Some people have, you know, some people get it easier. That's all it is. But the one thing, I mean, I can understand where she's getting at to a degree, just because, you know, that's a lot of money. Like I ended up not getting a car or any type of family member or anything to get me a car. I had to save up until I was able to actually get my own car. So definitely understand where you're coming from there, you know. But you'll learn that you'll learn about it pretty much over time. It's not like as simple as just like being able to give somebody a car or something like that, and they really need to kind of develop on their own with that. I mean, I kind of stick with that opinion as well. I mean, don't get me wrong, if I'm a person who was incredibly wealthy, I would definitely, you know, get my child, if I had a child, a cheap car, cheap but safe car. But at the same time, I mean, that's to each their own on that one. Some people aren't as wealthy as you may think, too. Keep that in mind. How long does it even take to buy your own car? I want that Japanese. I mean, honestly, my recommendation, Scoreboy, don't go over the top. Just try to find a basic car that'll get you from point A to point B. And, yeah, easy as that. So the one thing that people mostly regret is buying a brand new car and financing a brand new car, and ends up like taking like 50% of their income or something to pay that monthly or something from their new job. I would recommend, if you ever, like, whatever car you get, make sure you can pay that car off 100% in full before, like, after 6 months or so. So if you do end up financing a car, my financial advice is, I'm sorry, not my financial advice because I'm not a financial advisor, but my suggestion and recommendation, financially speaking, make sure you can pay it off within like a few months. If you can't, don't do it. Do not buy something that you cannot afford right off the bat. Because I've done it, and you know, it's not worth it. And I know a lot of people that have done it, and a lot of people who have done it even more so worse than I have. So it's not good. But as far as how long it takes, it just depends on the job, really. But I mean, with you, since you don't have any bills right now, you can technically, like, make a good amount of money and save a lot of your money. My suggestion there, because you don't have any bills, is make sure you save your money. Use a very small portion to, you know, for pleasure, like buying yourself, you know, the new Pokemon game, for example. You know, definitely purchase purchase things that make you happy, but I recommend not spending too much and saving as much as possible, because when you get older, it's a lot harder to save money than it is when you're younger and you don't have bills. We scraped by on that one. Yeah, no, we definitely did. I don't even know how we cleared it. I wasn't expecting that. All right, but we made it to 149. Here it comes, the shiny Clefairy, the shiny Clefairy dupe. Get ready. You know what would be hilarious, though, is if I get the shiny Clefairy dupe, but we actually get the shiny Rayquaza, too. Clearly, I take the shiny Clefairy in that situation because, you know, dupe fairy. Alright, no shiny Clefairy. Aww. Slowking, nope. War Turtle, and damn, no shiny. Alright, well, we are going to do one more for the night here. Hopefully it'll be 150. And yeah, 150. We got to get something at 150, right? So. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get the room open here. Anybody is welcome to join. Code is 8569-8569, or you can do !join. This is going to be the last run of the night here. Whoops. This is the last run of the night here, so if you want to make it for the last run, which is always, of course, the luckiest run, right? Then jump on in. I'm 100% going to save my money. I want to buy stuff simple as an instant Switch, PS5, and a few games, and I'll be happy for a bit. I mean, my suggestion too, make sure you're not just like buying it all at once. Buy like one thing, use it, and then if you start to get bored of it and you want to do something else, then buy the other thing. Don't just buy it all at once, because over time, you're going to save more money, waiting on it rather than just like buying everything all at once. If I make 400 a week, I'll just dump like, I don't know, 15 of the savings. That is, if I don't have bills, which of course I won't. I would recommend way more than that. If you're making 400 a week, I would honestly recommend, in your case scenario, maybe taking 50 like to purchase things for yourself. Like if you have no bills, take the 50, put it in an account where you can use it for going out to eat or buying games or something like that. And that's going to be way better. Especially if you don't have bills to pay. Put away 40-50% of your paycheck every time. Honestly, I recommend even more than 40 to 50 early on. So ideally, once you get to the point where you're paying bills, you need to be saving 25 to 30%. But here's the thing. Early on, if you're saving money, and you save a lot more than that 20 to 30%, then you are actually going to be able to save less as you get older. So that's the thing that's nice about it. Like one of the things I definitely recommend too, once you start earning money, put a little bit of it into what's called a Roth IRA. Open yourself up an investing account, put it into a Roth IRA, invest in the S&P 500 since you're US based. I believe you're US based, Scoreboy, but I would invest in the S&P 500 and then do that periodically. And you will go ahead and over time, since you're as young as you are, you will be completely rich in about 30 years. You will easily have $1 million, maybe $2 million, depending on how much money you put towards that. Like guarantee you. Let's see. So like 200 is hypothetically 400 a week. I recommend saving a lot more because you should be saving, in your case scenario, since you have no bills, at least 80% of your money should be just straight up savings. Because think about it this way, you make $2K, $60 a month, and you save $800 with no bills. What are you spending? Oh, my bad. Buying everything at once would overwhelm me. I wouldn't know which one to do first. Yeah, there's no point to buy everything at once. For sure, my biggest mistake was not saving and having access to all of my money. Yeah, that's one thing I wish, when I was younger, I saved even more money. I mean, I do it now. I save currently I'm saving about 25 to 30% of my income, but I also have a bunch of bills, but I invest that much currently. And I wish I did it earlier. And I can tell you so many people I know that are older than me in their 30s, even people in their 40s, that wish they did the same. So you will love yourself, 20 years from now if you start saving and also investing that money early on. If I could do it over, I'd put 300 in the savings, keep 100 in checking if you're getting 400 a week. Yeah. Salad. Hey, Salad. No worries. I understand what you're saying there, so English doesn't seem too bad for there. I do not speak French, though. Panda Express is a job opening for big money, like 15 an hour. Yeah, no, you can earn a lot of money, too. Like, when I was, younger in my first job was $7 an hour. Yeah, I think it was $7 an hour was how much I was getting paid. Might even have been a little bit less. So the amount of money you can earn now is crazy to me. But I mean, it's awesome. Like, I'm not saying like it's a bad thing. It's awesome, the amount of money you can make and how much you can save for yourself. The more you can save, the better. Yeah, no, absolutely. I was making 2K, I would have saved 101,500 easy, but I was just young. Yeah, no, I mean, and the other problem is we're not taught in school about personal finance and investing money. We always think like putting money in the stock market is gambling your money, but not if you're just doing it in like what's called the S&P 500 or even just the total stock market index. Because in reality, you're never going to lose money in the long term on that, and if you do, the good news is that there's going to be a lot more problems than just losing that money that's going on in the world. Because in reality, if the top 500 companies in the like world, or actually U.S. technically for the S&P, I'm sorry, if the top 500 companies in the U.S. collapse, the whole world economy would actually collapse. So if you actually were to lose all your money in the stock market, investing your money in the S&P 500, you wouldn't have to worry because the world would already be in an awful state, way worse than it would have been if you were broke or had money. Like, that's just how it works. But they never teach you that. So the best advice I will ever give somebody, especially early on in their lives when they're old enough, is in the US, you can open up what's called a Roth IRA. A Roth IRA is a little thing that you can put up to $6,000 a year in if you are making income. And you can take that $6,000, you can invest it into something. In this case, S&P 500 is an awesome investment. And over time, that S&P 500 investment is going to grow drastically. The average currently is about 9% a year. So that means your money will double every 7 years. 7 to 8 years, your money that you put in is going to double. Now, with that being the case, the other advantage of this Roth IRA is it's tax-free. So when you get to 55, it is 100% tax-free. And now, I know the one thing that I've always was concerned about when I was a kid was like, what if I don't live to be 55? Well, the good news about a Roth IRA, you can take back all of your contributions that you put into it and use them if you want. It's not recommended because obviously it's not going to grow if you take away from it. But in, let's say, an emergency case scenario, you can still take that money out and then you can still use it. So you're never actually sealing away your money. You're just sealing away your gains on the money. So it's just like putting it into a savings account, but better. Anyway, I got to catch up and chat here. I mean, if you have some money, you can open a checking now and just put what little you have in there. I'm going to keep reading. 30 hours a week, calculation. That's right. Okay, but that's not including tax, which is the rate that your state charges, I believe. Yeah, you will have taxes and stuff. Usually your employer will take care of all your taxes at the end of the year. Well, once you do your or I'm sorry, not your W-4. That's the tax. That's at the end of the year. Once you get hired for a job, you set your dependents and everything. If you put 0 dependents in your case, because obviously I'm assuming you have no dependents, then they will tax you correctly, and you're just going to get a tax return at the end of the year, or the beginning of the year rather, and you'll actually get money back from the government as long as you do 0 dependents and you are making sure that they do take taxes from you, depending on what state you live. Certain states do not charge state taxes. Like, for example, where I live in Las Vegas, Nevada, we don't get charged state income tax. So it's also like that in, I believe, Oregon, Texas. There's a couple other states. Do your research on that one. I can't give you any advice specifically per state on how your taxes would work. That's a whole different conversation. Suck at math at times, and sometimes don't always trust myself with things that require a longer process depending on what it is, but once I do it more, I get used to it. The one thing I will say with saving money, the best thing you could do is have it go into an account that you do not regularly check or that you can't see. Like, or not necessarily you can't see. I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. Just one that you're not going to check and it's separate from your regular account. So do that because that'll stop you from looking at it and moving it or anything like that. And that's like the best you can do. Let's 450 might be closer to 400. In your channel, do you only do Pokemon or do you... So at the moment, Salad, we're doing... by the way, I'm so sorry. I didn't even say anything about your follow. I definitely want to say I appreciate you following me there, Salad. So we do... At the moment, we're playing mostly Pokemon, but I definitely want to play other games in the future. We're just kind of hyped up and everything with the new games coming out in the next few months. So we've been playing a lot of Pokemon. So that's currently what we're doing. In the future, I will probably make it so certain days we play different games. But as of right now, it's pretty much Pokemon exclusive. But we definitely talk about other games in here, and I am absolutely open to discussions on other games and all that. So I definitely don't consider myself exclusive Pokemon creator. I'm just a major fan of it, and I just like my thing is I want to stream what I love. So at the moment, that happens to be Pokemon because I'm really hyped up with Pokemon. And even when we probably go and stream other stuff, it's probably just going to be like different days, and we'll start setting schedules for other games in the future when we do decide to when I'm feeling like switching, pretty much. Personally, I'm going to say Salazzle just because I want the shiny. Okay, cool. I come back to your stream. All right, no worries. Well, I appreciate you stopping by here, Salad, and I appreciate you following. I mean, if you want to, you're more than welcome to join the Discord. Anybody is welcome to join the Discord. That's where I post schedule updates and just overall community stuff. Most of the stuff there is Pokemon related, but I do have other tabs for other games and stuff for discussions and everything. So my recommendation for everybody, if you want, is to join the Discord. Salazzle would destroy us. Actually, I'm fine with the Thievul. I didn't even notice it was Thievul. Thievul has just as cool a shiny as Salazzle does. So, I'm alright with it. What's dependence? Yeah, kids. Okay, everybody answered that. I want kids. I mean, you can want kids, but that's not... That you'll still have 0 dependence. That doesn't mean you're going to put that you have dependence. You're not going to do that until you actually have kids. So, yeah, you can want kids, but you still put 0 dependence when you get a job until you have those kids. Save up that. Well, yeah, that's true. Yeah, if you do want kids, definitely save up because kids are not cheap. That is a fact. So 150K for the first 18 years, something like that. Was it 150K for the first 18 years, something like that? What are you referring to, Lodi, with like the 150 or the 250? Again, sorry for my bad English. I use Google Translate to speak roughly correctly. Oh, no worries. No, you're fine, Salad. I can overall understand for the most part what you're saying, so don't even worry about it. Overall, yeah, you're good. It is just under 250K. The cost for one. Oh, you're talking about the cost. Yeah, I don't know for sure, but yeah, most likely, I mean, the cost for kids is very expensive. In fact, Lodi, you're probably looking at Canada. US is more because of the fact that we don't have free healthcare. Yeah. So, to be honest, I don't know if you're looking up the statistics for US based, but if you're looking at Canada and it's 250, I guarantee it's even higher for US. It's probably almost like double whatever it is for Canada because of the fact that we don't get healthcare included. So you have to provide your kids' own health care. Technically, you could do state health care, but the amount of hoops you have to jump to get that and the facts you have to prove to show that you don't make enough to provide that to your child is pretty ridiculous. So, yeah, no, kids in the U.S. are awful. I mean, I'm sorry. The expense of a child in the U.S. is awful. Oh, man, that kids in the U.S. are awful. I'm so sorry. That's all. No, kids, the expense of kids in the U.S. is awful on how high it is. Oh, man. It costs 14 just to have. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, even to have a child costs a lot of money. None for me. No, we have a kid. What are you talking about? We have a adorable, furry, wrinkly-faced child. Okay, thanks. I'm a beginner in English. I go to English stream for progress in English. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, if that's how you're learning English, Salad, that's really good. That's super cool, though. I never even thought about that, going to, like, other, going to streams for, like, a different, to learn a different language. That's awesome. That's super smart. Like, I'm legitimately impressed with that. So, do you use any like type of applications or anything? Because I know like there's like phone apps and stuff. Like I think it's Duolingo, where you can learn like different languages from there. Because I know those things can actually help a lot too. I took 6 years of French and I can't remember any of it. Yeah, I used to know a little bit of Spanish because I took Spanish, but I don't know enough Spanish anymore. I'm not bilingual whatsoever in any language. I just know bits and pieces at this point of Spanish as well as Italian, but that's mainly because Spanish and Italian are very similar. But don't ask me to speak anything. I will butcher it, and I will probably accidentally offend people, so I'm going to apply at Panda Express. Yeah, no, honestly, Scoreboy, apply for everywhere. 100%. Just apply for everywhere. I'm just going to Avalanche, because we probably could just kill this in one turn, honestly. No application, only Twitch or YouTube to progress in. Ah. Yeah, I mean, I would recommend then, I mean, if you have the ability to check out, like, applications, because that could help as well. But, I mean, honestly, as everyone said, I mean, your English is great if that's how you're learning. Like, that's amazing. I am legitimately impressed on that, and that is a super smart idea, too. I never even thought about, like, going on Twitch streams to learn a different language. I learned Japanese better and I learned French. Yeah, I wanted to learn Japanese. Languages are hard. Languages are very hard. The only issue being night shift, which I can't do because my mom sleeps, and she's the only one who can drive until I get my own car. I mean, if you can, Scoreboy, see if you can find jobs that maybe are like within walking distance or like biking distance or something. I know that's what I did when I was younger. I would have to walk to work or bike to work, usually as long as it was within a mile or so. What else? I mean, technically, you could also take like the bus or something like that if you have that option. I personally hate taking the bus, but there's that. Usually Lyft and Uber are kind of expensive, so I don't know if it would even be worth it in that standpoint. You'd have to do that research for that one. Did I die? Yeah, no, you died. I was wondering about that. It's a great way to learn. Are they only hiring night shift? No, but they're saying for available for night shifts. It isn't required. I'm over here watching Peppa Pig in Japanese. Japanese is easy. Then it's fine. Okay, so anime subtitles Japanese is easy. But like actual Japanese and being able to speak to somebody in Japanese like is difficult. So it's not as easy as like watching anime, because anime has like Japanese phrases that are constantly reused. So Japanese is easy in that standpoint, but actually learning Japanese is not completely easy because they're two different things. It's fine. You give them the hours you're available. Yeah. Sentence structure is hard to... Don't give any job hours you aren't willing or capable of working. My city is dangerous at times. I trust biking where I live. I never crime, but still no shows. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if that's the case, then, I mean, obviously, you know, stay safe. That's more important. It's better to live than it is to risk dying just to get to a job, obviously. Best learning tip I've heard for learning languages is learn like a baby does. Yeah, that makes sense. Not anime Japanese, actual traditional Japanese and katakana. Repeat words to get the enunciations. Use pictures to associate words. Children learn best because they are taught. Yeah, that's true. Children learn too, though, because like they don't know, whereas we end up because we already know and have the knowledge of like a lot of knowledge of our existing languages. We conflict things so much because it's like, oh, that doesn't make sense. Like, for example, just something simple. As an example, how a lot of Asian languages end up using the last name for the first name and the first name for the last name when referring to somebody. For us in the US, that's weird. Like, that's different. So, I mean, there's so much more than just that, but I'm just using that as an example, which makes it really difficult for people to learn. Whereas kids, they don't even think about it. They're just like, okay, you know. 50k kanji is the worst. Birth hiragana, katakana are easy. Oh, I just realized this is 150, huh? I have a workbook for bonus. Alright, let's see if we get a shiny here real quick. See if we can end the night on a shiny. Nope. And nope. But, man, no shiny. That is 3 streams or 4 streams in a row, I want to say. We definitely have been having a hard time with this. How hours in your house? Are you asking what time it is where I am, Salad? If you're asking what time it is where I am, it is 8:30 p.m. So I'm in Pacific Standard Time. I'm assuming that's what you're asking, like what time is it where I am? If not, then definitely feel free to correct me. But also being first to learn through native speakers is great. Yes, what time is it? Yeah, no worries. I figured that's what you're meeting. Yeah, so for me it is 8:30. I am Pacific Standard Time. I am currently in Las Vegas. So Las Vegas, Nevada. I find the kid shows help a lot, but I'll definitely try to watch more Japanese streamers. Yeah, I've never actually thought about watching different language streamers to like learn a different language. That's really cool. That's a good idea. I like that. It's fun too because you get to watch, you know, something entertaining as opposed to just listening to a little record tape or like not a record tape, but like God, what a boomer phrase. I got to listen to my record tape to learn my different languages. Put in my cassette. But no, I mean, you like just listening to like a recording, essentially, to learn a different language. Watching a stream definitely sounds a lot better. So fan spoken can be easier than written, but anime is great for words you would never hear normally. Yeah, no, anime is definitely great for like getting those like one-of things. Protection is the worst part though. Yeah, Rosetta Stone. Rosetta Stone is like the dull, boring way to learn languages. But Twitch streams, that sounds cool. Like watching live streams to learn a different language. Alright, though. But with that, guys, that is going to be the end of the stream. So I want to say thank you all for tuning in, hanging out. Thank you for the people that lurked, for people that watched the VOD. All y'all, I appreciate everybody, and it's always fun. I will be streaming tomorrow. Our times that we stream is usually 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. It's about Pacific Standard Time. And then, let's see, what else? Oh, yeah. I know some of you are already in there, but anybody who is not, you are definitely more than welcome to join the Discord. You can also follow me on social media, but I am mostly active in the Discord. I am working on like other forms of media, such as YouTube, TikTok, and stuff. So I'm going to try to provide more content for you guys. All of the art in the channel, by the way, is going to be through Ray right there. So that is the link to her Twitch channel. But outside of that, I think that's about it. I will see y'all hopefully tomorrow. I hope everybody has a wonderful night. And yeah, good night, everybody.